Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, Gene P.
And your boy, Gray.
And we are back for another week of the absurdities. Y'all already know what time it is. Fellas, what have you guys been up to lately, man?
Man, for me,
Don't say chilling, nigga.
nah, I'm done chilling. Got this program from the VA, and want to use it, but I want to choose something else than what I've been doing, other than like technician and mechanic stuff.
They give you more. What do you mean, more schooling? They gonna allow you to do?
Yeah, it's just like they just came out with it. But thinking about doing like maybe something like more like art.
Art.
Yeah.
So they're gonna pay for the schooling.
Nigga, you just want to go waste the government money.
That's what I'm saying. Because wouldn't it make more sense for you to keep building on what you already have?
Hey man, I want as much opportunity as possible. Man, I want to
but you're already
tap into different.
Let's say
fields.
if you're already a pro at what you have, right?
I'm gonna put in a petition.
You never know where I might.
Niggas really want to. Niggas really.
You never know where I might be successul at. You know what I'm saying?
Taxpayers' dollars, bro. Talking about art.
I pay taxes too. I put it back in there. I mean, I'm gonna get taxed anyway. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I remember Curtis told me that a while back. He like people was like, "Oh, I pay for your salary." He's like, "Yeah, I pay in that too." They don't.
I pay my salary too.
Yeah, my checks aren't tax free. People always say that to cops, and I never thought about it. Like it is. I'm like, cops ain't tax free. Why the hell do we do tell them that? I pay your tax,
dude. Nobody pay. Nah, tell the truth.
People saying that is wild.
People don't say they don't pay anybody's like taxes really because the government prints money. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like. The first money into existence, you have to be issued.
I mean, I guess it's a saying.
Well, technically, taxpayers do pay the.
But other than that, everything else, the other activities, to keep the money circulate,
paycheck.
But the government employees pay their own paycheck too because they pay taxes.
That. They pay taxes.
Yeah, so we're all in it together in a sense. So for them to be saying, I pay your taxes.
Not really.
You're like, what the hell are you talking about? I pay
there's a difference between a Walmart employee and a person in the Navy.
Yeah.
Walmart makes his money off of what's name? Off of selling products. Mm-hmm. Where do you think the Army makes their money off of?
Providing protection, as they say.
They make freedom.
Say by giving freedom,
getting oil from the Middle East.
The money comes from.
We brought all that home.
It comes from us.
It comes from the taxpayer.
But from the resources from outside.
A Walmart employee who most of the times have to get government jobs, you're subsidizing them too. You might as well go. You're better off telling a Walmart employee, I pay your taxes.
Exactly.
Because Walmart is the biggest the biggest subsidizer there is in the country, who has the most people on
collect all
food
the
stamps
payments,
and all that stuff.
All that wing.
100%.
Those are the people you got to say, I'm paying your tax. That's the people you should be saying.
100% of their money comes from taxpayers.
Not really.
Where it comes from?
It's issued by government, and one of the resources that we
I get what you're saying. 100% of the money comes from taxpayers.
100% of your check comes from taxpayers.
But how much of it goes back? Let's say
because we get paid from the Treasury.
Let's say 25% goes back.
Gray, you telling me you get paid? Where did Treasury get their money from?
From the feds.
Where did feds get their money from?
You printed out of thin air.
But we, as the people, owe the feds, so it's the same people. Yeah,
100% of your paycheck comes from taxpayers. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nobody saying there's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to be defensive about it. We're just telling you
right,
when you want to go to school for art.
When Russia comes knocks at your door.
When you want to go to school for art,
that's what we draw the line. That's what we draw the line.
Taxpayers.
Then who you gonna call?
Yeah, that's what we draw the line.
We're gonna call somebody else that we pay their taxes. I mean their checks. The police.
Yeah, you sure you want to trust them with Russians? I don't know.
we pay everybody's what's name. So it is what it is. But art, bro. What's the fields of study that? What's the program?
Think about either like film or music.
Yeah, do film. You could do some broadcasting for us.
Now you're allowing it to make sense.
Hey,
It rolls back in.
as long as it's beneficial to the group, right? You trying to be high value, right?
That's right.
High value man got to be
That's right.
beneficial to the group.
They've been asking about me. Get myself out there.
This past week, I'm still doing housework. This fucking garage door opener been kicking my ass for going on. How long has it been? It's been 2 weeks?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because Juno tried installing it. It was having issues.
I didn't try.
You didn't leave with it working, so you did try.
I installed it.
You installed it, but it didn't work. And I went there after you, got it to work, but the issue is other signals are going by. Ran like around 7 o'clock in the morning, the door will open up. So it's picking up someone else's signal.
What the?
So I went
That
in there.
has nothing to do with the installation. That's frequency. I can't stop frequency.
Okay.
What you want me to do?
Either way,
Knock on every neighbor door and be like, "Hey, I need you to change your garage door frequency."
it didn't used to do that, and now it did it. So I went back and reprogrammed it the next day. I'm like, oh yeah, your boy got one. I waited a day or two, no issue. The day after that, same shit happened. I'm like, oh, fuck, I mean, that's some
weird.
bullshit.
It's your garage door frequency.
I went out and took the old thing out and went and bought a new one.
Yeah, you might have done
a
that.
smart one. I get me a day or two. So, ooh, your boy should be a tech guy out here. I think I'll text you. 2 days later, it's like 3 in the afternoon. Same shit
issues?
open up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the garage.
I go and change the Wi-Fi. I changed from 5G to the 2 gigahertz because that's what you're supposed to be on anyways. Change everything. I'm thinking I'm good. It happens again. I'm like, man.
You
I
can't
gave
change,
up and went out and changed. I went and go bought me a whole new garage opener and told Lowe's go ahead and install this stuff. So they come look around.
Why didn't you just call me and Gray? We could have easily made that money.
I don't have time to. I've been fighting this for a week, dog. I ain't got time to be. You already know I got no problem spending the money.
Niggas just throwing away money.
No, I sent them to do it. I pay when I call people over. I pay them to do it. I sent them to do it, and then I had because after I had you installed most of my.
You're taking money out of the black community and giving it to the white community, which is
all
Lowe's.
my handyman's techs folks are black. I had you install my cameras. The guy that I had my electrician, he's black. He came in afterwards and he rewired the water softener and then he hooked the solar panels to the cameras. So even he was about to do it.
You paid him to hook up solar panels to the cameras?
No, well, he had to re-drill what's the name. So, but I originally thought he was gonna rework the garage thing. But then he was trying to hook up the little kid. I'm like, I ain't paying for that. Like, I already know how to do it. He was there. Now you had already did it, and I already was saying, nah, don't worry about it. So he hooked up the cameras. He had to rewire the thing anyways. But I had originally told him to come by for the cameras in addition. So I felt like he was doing that. But either way, I got tired after spending a whole week because what happened is I'd wake up randomly, telling me my garage door is open. It's been open for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So I can't run that risk of keep waiting. I'd rather just get them. And it don't make any sense because it didn't used to do it at all. So I think while we were searching for a signal, someone else picked it up.
Oh, that's probably why, yeah.
And that's what happened. And even if you're switching out the smart box, now I got to keep the thing on there because that's the only thing that notifies me when it's open. Because now if I take it off, it'll be open and I won't even know. So
that's weird though. Like you probably got a troll.
You got a smart garage door opener? Or
I got a whole new garage door opener. It's gonna be a smart one.
It's not a smart one. It's just
it's gonna be a smart one, but it's a whole new one. So
it's dumb right
is
now.
it a MyQ?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be able to connect, but because that's the issue. I was like, because my wife was like, "Why don't you just take the thing?" I was like, "Listen, this thing's not the issue, obviously, because I switched to 2 different ones, changed the Wi-Fi. It's the actual box someone's connected to." You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how to make it get off a different new signal. Let them just play it safe. And the thing's fairly new anyway, so I'll probably take it to the townhouse.
I'm pretty sure there's a
way to remake every signal out.
Change the frequency on the garage door opener.
Yeah, bro.
So what the hell? So you got a lot of like people like.
I think I found which neighbor it is. So it happened like at 7 in the morning when they're leaving to go to work, or when they're coming back from work. Whenever they're opening the garage, it triggers mines. Because even on the MyQ, whenever you unlock it, it'll tell you who unlocks it. It'll tell you I did it. And it'll tell you random times it was open. So which usually means someone from inside the house pressed the button or your car press the button. So, and they just be happening random though. And we don't live there yet, so you can't go there. Okay. Motherfuckers go in your house, construction. Yeah. It's one of those things.
Clean up.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that definitely could do it. Luckily in that neighborhood, they don't be stealing like that. Kids be running through people's cars. But I could wake up and be 4, 5, 6 hours and the whole night been open and I didn't even know.
I've done that before. I've connected my neighbor's
Yeah,
Bluetooth.
most people don't go into open garages though.
Yeah. But when I used to do security, the HOA used to write people up for that if you leave it open
overnight.
because they said that's how burglars, once you do, you know what I'm saying, if you have a neighbor leave this shit open too much, you start getting mad like, bruh, tighten up.
Yeah,
It's not really
you're
common,
inviting.
though.
You're
It isn't common, but it
yeah.
is kind of, you're inviting.
It's like you're inviting them. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a neighbor that kind of always leave packages out all them. They're like, bruh, this is what you do. So you don't want to, you making this block an easy target. So that's one of those. So yeah, I've been fighting with that all week. Other than that, that's it. You know, smart, making the house smart, effective, and everything else, and getting ready to move in. What about you?
Same old with me. The wife went into labor like 36 hours ago.
Slow
having
brew.
pre-labor, so went to the hospital. She wasn't dilated enough, so we had to come back home, and now we're just waiting for her to dilate to a certain point, and then we got to go back to the hospital. So
The thing that's dope though is now you have like the direct admit. It won't be.
It's always the same shit.
I think now they'll have your info. That it won't be as long as it went the first time. Each time once they have
It wasn't long. It wasn't long the first time.
Okay, yeah. So each time as you get near the end, they start doing a little faster. Check in, fill out this, that, bam.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Just patiently waiting. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or Friday. You know, I'm half Mexican, so I'm thinking Cinco de Mayo is going to be the day anyway.
Baby, come out. You know,
Got to give us a reason to have a Cinco de Mayo party every year.
it's not too late for y'all to get a doula. Save money and just do a birth right at the house.
Nobody going through that.
My sister's friend did that. You know, I think of course they save thousands, which is crazy because the cost of birth. I just factor that's insurance, and I don't know what happens if you don't pay it or don't pay it. I can't really tell you.
I don't know how people do it.
It costs us money, but it's never been an issue for me. But it does cost money.
How do you save thousands?
Because there is a bill.
I know there's a bill, but the insurance pays the bill.
I don't know how it
What about
works.
people who don't have
Because once you're
insurance?
pregnant, Florida gives women insurance automatically.
Oh, really?
Well, if you're
Yeah.
poor. If you're poor.
If you're not working, you get insurance. If you're working, you're gonna have insurance. So I don't really know what reason she did it though.
Right, because like the out-of-pocket expense for
Florida's not bad of a
pregnancy.
state.
was like four something.
That's one of the few benefits for the off. Yeah, that's one of the benefits. If you're a woman, you're pregnant, you don't have no insurance. They'll pick up the tab. So I don't know why she did it, but maybe you do have a bill at the end. They kind of forgive it and I'm paying off. They take it out of low, but
do you know how much the
doula? I think she ended up paying like $2,000-$3,000 or something like that.
Yeah, she ended up paying way more than what regular folks pay
With insurance,
with insurance. Yeah,
but
she still has to have insurance.
I don't know the reason, bro. I can't tell you. Some people believe in the doula thing. Whatever, it was way cheaper because I know the cost.
It ain't cheaper.
The cost they send you for birth is like $8,000 to $12,000, but your insurance usually
like
covers the bill.
$25,000.
Maybe something like that. I never paid it,
Yeah, I thought
so
it was like
I don't really know how it
$25,000.
works or why would you go by. But it is a crazy amount. Someone picks up the tab.
The doula, so paying a doula is not because you can't use the insurance to pay it. So
Exactly.
you're paying out of pocket. So out of pocket expense is definitely gonna be more with the doula.
Well, maybe she didn't have insurance and didn't think to follow the Florida thing.
That's the thing. Like, but once the baby's born, you're gonna probably want to get insurance.
That's a given,
'Cause
but insurance don't work back ways. It's not going to go back and pay.
Because you still might need some type of care from doctors and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna need to have insurance. So
Well,
it's just a luxury.
It is, and you know how it goes in Florida. You'd be surprised how quick you're getting out the hospital after birth, bro. 2-3 days, they got you right back out the hospital. Which
Yeah, see, I thought back then it was a little longer.
it should be longer. There's just from Florida because this shit's a business.
Is it? Was
Yeah.
it longer? I don't know if it was longer.
Back then, they would be definitely longer.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it was not that. 3 days, it's crazy. You give birth, you're right back out. You know what I'm
What
saying?
do you want them to do? They monitor you. They make sure everything is normal.
Yeah, I
So
guess for good reason, but I mean, you done
the
gave
baby,
the whole
yeah.
birth, dog. Let's chill for a little bit. Let me rock out. You know what I'm saying? Let me make a little weekend. Hospital should have like a whole division on there, like a little wing. Like I'm saying, let me get a week out, 2 weeks in, and we leave over here. But other than that, so you waiting on that end, and then
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just a waiting game right now.
you got your go bags.
It's near. the light is near. So she's just going through the contractions, the pre-labor contractions, and all that. So it's coming.
Yep. Now you ready for the show, the birthing show?
Yeah, which is not a pleasant process.
It's definitely not a pleasant process. So it's incredible to see life be made, but it's definitely not a pleasant process. Yeah, I don't want to say the word gross being it, but it's disgusting. It is a whole lot of yeah.
It's disgusting. You know, Nate's been through that.
That shit it's not. The thing that's a miracle though. The thing that is the miracle though is to see the kid go from limp to when they hit it and they grasp right there. It's like it comes alive. Like they should to see something from almost like non alive to it's like a light got switched on and now the shit's alive. That shit is fucking. That you've never seen. That shit is crazy. And how much time you see that like that shit. That part is wild. Like,
that's
damn.
your favorite part.
That's the only part you're gonna enjoy. The rest of the shit, like, oh Jesus, you know. I don't know how you can't be a believer when you see watching birth or anything like that, because this is the process. You think there's got to be some kind of grand design when you just see just the process of giving life, just in general, or life being born, because it is messy and nasty. But you have to go through that to get the person. You know what I'm saying?
There's a process. There's a
setup. There is a setup.
It can't just be because.
It can't just be. We can't just come out fresh out of a cracked egg and be like, here I go. The shit got to be slimy, mucus, and blood.
I'm telling you, humans are probably like the least sophisticated animals on the planet.
I think so.
And we got the most ego. That's what's so fucking crazy about it.
That's what it is.
You got to imagine when a bull or a giraffe give birth,
all that pre-programming they got in them.
That kid is the fetus or whatever you want to call it, the newborn or whatever. That shit is walking in 2 days.
Yeah. Some walk the same day. If it's a deer or a giraffe, animals have to run. They run the walk.
Human beings are so fucking stupid.
It took us
like years, up to 9 months to a year, and even more sometimes for fucking humans to walk, bro. Mm-hmm. The shit is fucking ridiculous.
We're trying to separate ourselves.
Bro, yeah.
I think over time we gave up one thing for the other. So what we gave up in instinct, so pre-programming. So they're basically born with what they have, and that's it. And then they learn to hunt, and that's it. Only instinct we have that we're born with is the suckle for breastfeeding and the grip. Other than that, we got nothing else.
Right there, like we have a lot of abilities to do other stuff.
No, the only difference between us and animals is we have the ability to reason.
We have the ability to reason. We outsmart. We're a different beast.
That's your reasoning.
Some animals, I don't know, because like there are animals that have bigger brains than us, but they may not have the ability that we have.
It's not.
You got whales.
It's all about reasoning, bro.
Yeah, I guess
you got whales. You got I mean, some people can't reason, so what do you call them?
Exactly.
What do you call them? Like,
those little ones they call animals. Like that guy can't be reasoned with. He's an animal. The person can't be reasoned with.
Yeah, man, that's the difference between humans and other species is ability to reason, think.
But it is
think ahead when it's like a crisis situation. Like most animals just react.
We can plan out. Yeah.
We actually plan out what's name and gather and shit like that. Like
I think that's one of the main things we can plan out, so we can.
That's the only reason why we're the top animal in the kingdom.
Oh yeah, we could swim too when we're first born. So we're born with that,
as in babies.
Yeah, and then we lose it over time, which is crazy. So if you take a newborn baby and you flip it, they can float. Right. And then they lose it within a couple of weeks if you don't keep them in there.
It's because
we don't have the best hearing, the best smell, the best.
No, we don't.
We don't have anything.
We can't fly. We can't swim.
We can't even use our muscles to the
full potential
ability.
Yeah.
Well, we played it smart because we're also the smartest. We stay up at daytime. The rest stay up at night. Well, so nigga, we use our both benefits. The most predators aren't up during daytime. They all come out at night, nigga. We tucked away. We make sure we're hiding. We know to be on a different schedule than them.
Depends.
You know what I'm saying?
A lion is not a nocturnal animal. Is that the right word?
Yeah, they all most cats, almost all predators. That's why they can see in the dark. They hunt
Well,
at
their
dusk.
eyes are
you know what I'm
better
saying?
than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get nighttime though. We trying to shut things. We trying to get up out. The fact that we can maneuver at any of those times is one. We got our benefits, but I'm just saying. I think humans do think we get so
we're
far
above
ahead of
all.
ourselves
Yeah,
that we
think we're above all.
Yeah, we think that we're not animals. There's that aspect to it too. I'm like we're just a variation. We're a smarter version, but it's like people saying
at our size,
we're different. Yeah, we're
at our
different.
size, imagine us being our size and all the muscle mass and all that shit, and we could learn how to use our bodies same way like a cat can use his body.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
They would be able to jump on top of any roof
Yeah, from the jump, right?
from the jump, but we physically can't do it. It's just crazy.
Even like my dog, he could spot me anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole smell thing. I'm telling you, we're low functioning creatures
I love that. That's like,
when it comes to like the body.
Yeah.
well, there's different stuff. Like every time I see like they'll show like a ape or a chimp, and I'll see it eating the banana without telling them to peel off when they don't peel the skin off. I'm like, look at this. This motherfucker's uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? You don't know to take the damn peel off the damn banana, bro. Have some,
I thought they
have
did
some
that.
common sense.
But that's the thing. We take
Some
it.
chimps do. We take it. Do some smart animals are good enough to know to peel it, but sometimes they eat it right from the
But
wrapper.
it's
Like,
not-
bro, you don't take the wrapper off,
That's
bro.
the thing. It's
Have
not
some common
necessary
sense.
though.
It may
It's
not be necessary, but
it's
that's
like eating an apple. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't peel the skin off an
You're
apple.
right. It's not necessary, but I feel
Eating
like
a
us.
banana like that. It's
I
not
feel
like
like-
it's necessary.
I mean, he might get the nutrient from the skin. I mean, you never know.
exactly.
Listen,
So,
it's like this. I feel like that's what makes us higher functioning. So when we see monkeys and all, I'm like, look, they almost just like us. Until I seen them eating with the peel on, I'm like, this motherfucker's a beast. Look at this savage. Whatever he's eating,
You might be saying the same thing
banana
about
peel,
you. I think this idiot
when I
look at
peel
this-
the wrapper
yeah,
off.
look at this idiot.
wasting all that good nutrient from the
A
skin.
fourth of that fucking banana.
Yeah, he
doesn't
missing
know.
all the best parts. You know.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into these absurdities.
All right. Which I want to jump in first? Hip hop, pop culture, or
It's a big week, so we might as well hip hop culture. You know, breakout all stops. You know, the fire alarm is going off. We left here. The country was intact last time we left, but breaking news: a leak came out from the Supreme Court that you're hearing like their statements. Usually, when they make like a final statement or final judgment, it seems like they're kind of leaning to getting rid of striking down Roe versus Wade.
Yeah, about that. I never really fully understand
Roe versus Wade, right?
what is it about. I've been hearing it for a while, even when I was
Okay,
in middle
long
school.
story short, it gives women the right to have an abortion, the right over her own body.
I think black people they try to claim Roe versus Wade as being like a black bill that's beneficial to blacks. For some reason, that's what I get from Roe versus Wade when I just hear it from out of nowhere. It's like it was a black bill and we're
Did they try to
benefit
push
from
it more toward black at a certain
Well,
time?
the two people that get the most abortions in this country are black women and white women. So we can't say it's not. Those are the people that are affected the most is black women and white women. Those are the Hispanics don't get that much abortions. You know, that's why the biggest majority. They're about to be the new
why
majority. They're having a lot of kids and they don't
The
believe in it.
growth rate is way higher than
Way
every
higher.
other.
So black women and white women whose growth rates are slowing down and also the highest to get abortions. So they're going to be impacted by the most for it. So that came out and everyone's
Oh, well, listen. Pause.
good.
All right, so I'm at the hospital. I'm at the hospital yesterday, and you know the hospital plays the news channel. So I'm in a room with pregnant women, and they start talking about Roe versus Wade,
And they're all pro-choice.
right? And no, that I don't know if they're probably all pro-choice, but nonetheless, the TV is going off with the Roe versus Wade, and the news is talking about it. And then one lady on there comes back and she was just like explaining why Roe and Wade is good. And she was like, years ago, I would have to get my husband's permission to have an abortion, blah, blah, blah. For some reason, that shit was funny to me.
You start laughing.
And I just start chuckling. I'm telling you, there was this lady in there that just looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Bro, I'm
Give him up and see your mind, man. Let him know.
I'm like, bro, I just started laughing. I just started laughing because it was just funny how she said I would have to get my husband to sign for this abortion. Blah,
and you
blah,
as
blah.
a husband.
Exactly. And I looked at my wife. I was like, make sure you have that permission slip. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, I was fucking dying laughing in the fucking place with a whole bunch of pregnant women, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm a fucking asshole.
But they were there by themselves?
Well,
husbandless.
the one that was looking at me crazy, she was with like her mom or auntie or something like that. She was single or looked single. I don't know if anything about her situation.
Could have been in and out. You know, that thing be a long shift. Some guys pop in,
Might
go to work.
She walked in there with her auntie.
Might need a male permission.
But yeah, I just, for some reason, when she said the comment about the shit, about the husband and getting permission.
What was she like? What was her nationality?
On the TV or the lady that was looking at me
lady
crazy?
that was looking at you.
She wasn't black. She was either Hispanic or something that another
between?
race. Yeah.
Something between white and black.
No, she wasn't mixed. She was like either Hispanic or like Polish or some bullshit like that. So for
another
some reason,
white.
that shit just, it was, yeah, she could have been considered a different white.
A different way.
But yeah, that shit just had me cracking up in there, bro. And I was like, my wife looked at me and said, you think that's funny? I'm like, yeah, just make sure you have that permission slip. Just make sure you got that permission slip coming up. Bro, the shit just had me rolling for no reason. And I'm like, damn, something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
No, ain't no
Like, this is not the place you should be laughing about the fucking abortion shit.
Listen, that's
in a room full of pregnant women at the hospital with women about to give birth. I'm like, you guys shouldn't be offended by it because you guys are having babies.
Exactly. It's toxic masculinity.
Now, if I was at Planned Parenthood and that shit came on and I just started laughing and shit, I understand it then. But
it's your man instinct.
yeah, bro, that shit just had me rolling for some reason. All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah, so basically there's talks of them striking it down, and I think they're going to go with states' rights as being the argument, I believe. So what's going to happen is it's not going to make abortion illegal.
It's just no longer going to be federal.
Yeah, so that
gonna
means
be
each state's going to allow to do it. So I think they believe at least 24 to 25 states are automatically you're going to be worried about.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all handle your business.
Which means about half the country is going to be no abortions in their place.
But I think they pushed.
You already know
I
what
think
Texas
they
is thinking.
pushed it to, or some states push it to where it's at 8 weeks.
No, because right now they have no
That's
choice.
at 6 weeks.
Yeah, a lot of
In
them
some
push it.
states it's at 6 weeks.
Yeah, a lot of them push it to 6 weeks. Florida got there like that, I believe. 6 weeks. I think we pushed it down to 6 weeks.
Florida might be 8.
One of them, but either way, they've been pushing it. So, but once this thing gets knocked down, they'll try to either get rid of it all. Those states will probably switch to let's dead it all together. Some states have done crazy things like make it where you can only do like 6 weeks, and if you leave the state and come back, you can't get coverage or can't get insurance for like a year. So they get, it's a way of kind of keeping their eyes on someone that tried to dip out and get a thing out the country. So someone's like, if you want to leave then, but don't come back for a year. And then they have like another thing in their state that you can sue somebody that got an abortion even if it's not you. So it's kind of one of those ways that you're gonna be able to
money
get
out of that. Or?
random people. So you ain't. Let's say you hear I got an abortion, you ain't got nothing to do with it. You can sue the doctor that did it for me, even because you found it offensive. Wow. So there's gonna be so much frivolous lawsuits in it.
Wow.
That doctor like, nigga, I ain't got time to be. You know what I'm saying, having over here protecting, fighting lawsuits from all these random people. So that's the part of the law that they're gonna have to. What the Democrats would have to do is. If they want to make it to every state to have their one thing, that's one thing, because the bounty aspect is still a different thing. The fact that any random person could sue if you got abortion, they're going to have to make it that you can file for bankruptcy. Almost like they're going to have to come up with some other type of a policy that even your thing that's dissolved. Like if you lose it, if you file for bankruptcy, a judgment made in abortion court can't be held again, can't go after your assets. Mm-hmm. Because that's the part that gives it teeth. The fact that it's not bad enough they can't get an abortion. It's the fact that if you even think about helping someone that drives you to go get an abortion can be sued.
God damn.
So what's your take on abortions? Or
I'm pro-choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem.
Like some of the states I see where they're talking about like up to a certain time, because it might cost the state, a lot of money, like to do it, because like it's too much, like what do you call that?
What
abortion
clinics,
abortion pills, and people need to be more responsible.
I'm pro-choice up to 3 months or 12 weeks.
Listen, I'm pro-choice up to however you want till the baby gets here.
10,
really,
8 months. You
8
pro-choice.
months.
Nah, I'm pro-choice up to.
I'll give you 6 months.
Bruh,
Till a certain amount of time.
If you're pregnant for 3 months and you
3
don't know
months,
that you don't want to have this baby, bruh.
Yeah.
But okay, I understand that. But who's gonna take care of it? We're saying, bruh, it ain't like we're
Give
taking
that shit to the
responsibility.
orphanage.
Okay, I seen somewhere online.
Because
Someone said,
there's pregnancy tests. There's what you call that?
but that's not the only reason. Sometimes people don't want the kid because maybe what if they had a breakup in their life, or now they're gone broke, or maybe they don't feel like they're a good parent.
You gotta make a decision.
That's why.
Yeah, that's my decision.
Gotta be responsible.
I say 3 months, bro.
No, like on the person.
3
Okay,
months.
who's it responsibility? Okay, I understand that aspect. You got to be responsible, but I'm telling you, I'm not responsible.
Because when the state really got
You
to
should
cover,
know
like,
you're not responsible once you get pregnant.
Because when the
though.
state really got to cover all that bills and stuff, like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Okay, what's the bill you're gonna have to cover? Me getting an abortion 6-7 months, or you having to watch this person from 1 year old to 18 years? The state picks up the bill, and the parent ain't doing that, right? Those becoming so. Which is a higher bill? You know what I'm saying? So I should be like, it ain't my business. Let me stay out of it. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
12 weeks a good bargaining place. 12 weeks.
It's just someone.
Now,
pulled,
6 weeks is
a lot of-
6 weeks is extreme.
it's too short.
6
There's a
weeks
lot of
is
pregnancy
extreme because that's only like a
prevention,
month.
That's a month.
That's
yeah.
like 2 weeks after you miss your
prevention
period.
product out there. So I think, if you're gonna be out there doing that activity, you should, be on top of things.
What is this? Who are we to deem what is responsible, irresponsible? It's not our business.
Nah,
It's
think-
really that simple.
If you're pregnant for 3 months and you don't know yet,
It's not a you don't
after
know
3
yet.
months, you talking about you want to get rid of this
Hey,
fetus.
man, after you
It's
smash, you need to get
irresponsible.
tested. You need to test yourself.
Irresponsible. I think even after the first month, 4 weeks, after the first missed period, like, bitch, make up your mind now.
It's okay. It's one of those things that I don't think it should be men's right to have a say on that at all.
Nigga, men make laws.
Yeah, I understand that, but
There's laws about your body, Nate. Like, say for instance, you can't do whatever you want with your own body, Nate.
yeah, I can't sell my organs and shit like that.
You
Correct.
can't sell your organs. You
Yeah.
can't walk around naked.
Yeah,
Those are laws placed by men.
correct.
So what's the difference?
But it affects both sexes, so that's respectable.
Me walking around naked doesn't affect both sexes. That's just
Yeah, because
wanting to be
women
free.
can walk around naked as well. Same thing. It's affect
Yeah.
both sexes. So passing a law that only affects just one sex is kind of crazy.
But we
Unless you
have
go
to-
to a nude beach, there's a place for that.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay,
There's a
women.
spot down the street from here that's a nude West Name.
A nude resort or
Yeah.
nude beach? Yeah, we got them in Florida. We got them in Cocoa as well.
I'm gonna send you the link, bro. You can,
I'm
pull
good,
up?
bro. I'm good.
You can pull up last night. They gonna say dress. They gonna say you a little too overdressed out here, Gray. let them nuts out.
I'm good.
It's really not our place to say I look at it like that.
but that's the thing. Like another thing with this whole men shouldn't tell women what to do with their body. But listen, it's not only men making these laws.
Mm-hmm.
There's women that's voting for this.
That's very true.
So what? Why don't they say anything about that?
It's toxic masculinity leading the way. Those women usually are saying it off the strength of Bibles. It's off a patriarchal thing that they're backing it from.
But also-
they
They're
never
usually citing
mentioned
Bibles.
They
They
never
usually-
mentioned the women politician that
yeah, but
are
they're
siding with this.
They're citing it usually off of something that a patriarchy usually runs.
But also, it's like okay, from the woman's body. But do the men also have a right to? Also
Exactly.
say what-
We solved abortion in this podcast
We
before.
did. I don't remember how we did it. We did.
We said if you decide to have it, or something like that.
we need,
The guy don't.
We need to
doesn't
write
have
it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like if the man doesn't want the kid, but you want the kid, he should not be responsible for that kid.
Yeah.
And you guys there should be an agreement.
Exactly. We did solve for abortion. That's what I'm saying. So that's how it should be. That's why there should be no pro-choice or thing. But you got there's two different things there. You got the fact that the reason they're doing this is because the white population is dwindling. These guys want to keep their birth rates up, this, that, and the third. So they don't care if they're not the one raising it. They need the numbers there. They know the system's rigged regardless. So as long as they got the bodies there, it don't matter if they're not going to raise them. They already know how those people are going to vote. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's that's the thing that sucks about a two-party system. It's the same way that Democrats want the borders to be as open as possible because you already know what the immigrants are going to vote for. White folks already know.
It's on their side.
It's on their side. White folks already know if white babies are born. You already know what they're going to vote for. Yeah. So why would I want less white kids, you know what I'm saying, if my numbers are going down? So it's one of those things.
And why is it all the blame on Republicans?
Because Republicans are using the Bible as a reason to back it.
Republicans back the bill, but are there not any Democrats voting for this bill?
It's not a bill at all. This is a Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is a majority Republican now.
But the black who?
No, the what?
Who are Republicans or the black?
No, like this whole thing. Like it's not like there's no Democrats that's not voting. That's voting against it. There's Democrats voting for it and Democrats voting against it.
The majority. Well, here's the thing. I believe they said 67 or 70% of the country is pro-choice right now. So this is really a thing that they're passing that no one even cares about. But again, Republicans are masterful at making us fight arguments that no one really cares about. Because if I don't care about abortion, right, someone like me, I'm not gonna. If I didn't feel like going to the polls and this year abortion's on the ballot, it's not gonna get me to go up and go to the polls. Yeah. You know who do care about it? The people that actually vehemently against it, they're gonna go for it, and the women that are pro it. We don't care. The women's been active already. We already know half of white women's gonna sell out their own people. They're gonna vote with the white men anyways. So you could get the Democratic women wild up. Do the Democratic men care about abortions?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if they care. And even if they do care, I think it's gonna hurt Republicans because Democrats are gonna wild up and say women's rights is and a third. They're gonna further spread that men versus women thing. And when it's a men versus women thing, the men on both sides are siding Republican a bit more. Mm-hmm. It's gonna help Republicans even more. Because you got the men that don't really care, but they're like, nah, these bitches are a little bit out of control.
That's the thing. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
So, like this shouldn't even be a conversation because women outnumber men.
Correct. But you got to imagine, I'm saying not all women are pro. Let's say half of women are pro-life. Let's say half. You know what I'm saying? So even those that are pro-choice, even women that are pro-choice don't mean they're going to get abortion. They just cool what you have in your choice. Most women are going to go through with having their baby. But they want to know, I have the choice.
It's not their baby.
What do you mean?
It's two people's baby.
Well, okay, we're having the baby. But I'm saying, but they still, because the rule.
Imagine if I'm a man
who's
and
gonna
I'm
vote
pro.
on it, though?
I'm pro. If I'm a man, right, and I'm pro-life, that shit means nothing. A man being pro-life means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't, because one person brings a life into this world.
No, because
it
comes
out of one person.
It comes out of one person. That's the part we can't.
The process. Okay,
it comes out of the man.
No, the life coming out of this world is the woman. That's why both sexes.
There's no baby without no man.
Correct, but that's why both sexes are needed.
Come from somewhere.
But the man get the final decision. The woman get the final decision.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying a man being pro-life means absolutely nothing because it's up to the woman what she wants to do.
Yeah, and as it should.
You don't have no what's name.
It affects her the most.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Because if the guy decides to be a deadbeat, it physically hurts her, risks her life. If the guy decides to be it leaves all the donates to her. So the person that has the most risk, the burden has to carry it. The most risk, But that's why both sexes are needed. That's why you never hear guys saying, what do we need women for?
Only women say that.
Only women say bullshit. We realize they play a role. They bring it into the next state. The what's the name? See, but a lot of women that are saying that this is going to be a hindrance to women, it's going to stop them from working. If they get pregnant, it's going to be the end of their career. And
bitch, stop fucking.
Exactly.
Problem solved.
Listen, there's a lot of shit that's simple in America. We could have stopped COVID half the way already if we say, listen, y'all fat asses need to get to the gym. We stop being what are we gonna stop being a pre-existing condition? But that's too simple. It is simple, but it's too broad and it's too unrealistic.
It's too offensive.
Not only is it too offensive, but is it realistic? We're Americans, how much people is going to actually go to work or don't have a lifestyle that's detrimental to them. It is very simple what we could be telling them to do, but majority ain't going to do it. You could tell people there's plenty of you could take birth control, you could take condoms. There's a hundred shit you could do that could stop, that could make this a non-factor. You know what I'm saying? Abortion, saying that abortion is illegal isn't the end of the world.
It's not. That's why I'm like,
it's not. But it just stands on its face.
There's ways to prevent abortions.
But there's other shit too, though.
There's
other shit too. How about the fact that they're saying even in cases of rape or incest?
Like that shit is, well, the
Republicans be wildin'.
The incest part, if both parties are agreeing to having sex, I can't.
Who are you the judge?
I can't defute that.
Who are you the judge? But nonetheless,
but when it's great,
it's wild. And some are saying no. Some are saying no to that either.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane. So another person could come and force themselves on you, and now you got to have their kid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's the only crazy part about the abortion.
But that's part of the bill.
But
that's part of the when they're telling you no, they're like, oh, it's just the way of God is going to sort its way out. It's a crazy thing. Someone put it online. If the government doesn't want you, if the government cares so much about kids, how come they don't give you a hand as soon as you have them? How come only straight? It don't make, okay. You have your own kids, you ain't getting no check. You adopt kids, the government giving you checks. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
That's what happens. You should adopt your own kids.
You should have did that. Oh, give them up and then go back and
give them up and go pick that nigga up. I adopted him.
I got it. I need that check because that's what happens. If you have your own kid all day long, you're not getting no check. But let you go adopt kids. They cut. There's businesses. There's people that do that. You can make a living like that.
That's why
you be a good parent. You go. You don't even have to. Don't be a bad parent. Just be respectful. You get a check anytime right now. You go sign up.
Had a good heart. I mean, they do.
Nah, people ain't doing. Some people do it for good heart, but there's money in it. There's really good money in it. Yeah. I had a homeboy. His mom used to do that. He has like so much siblings to this day because throughout high school. He kept adopting. They kept adopting. Her house still keeps revolving. She'll raise them. Get teenagers. You get different checks. You get bigger checks, I think, for the older ones.
It's also needed, too, yeah.
It's definitely needed, so the government
that's less responsibility of the government.
It's not less responsibility. The government pays them.
Giving you a check.
No, because, like, while they're not, like, within a home, like, the government also got to, like, provide them with like,
it is cheaper for the government to...
It is.
Oh, you to adopt, I guess.
It is. Because they have to set up a whole system for them.
Yeah, instead of putting them in a home.
Staff and,
yeah. So they hire it out. So they're saying that's what's messed up. How if the government really cared, how come they'll pay for you to adopt kids, but don't give you no handout when you have them? It's just a messed up thing. I feel like
you have them. I mean, that's your responsibility. You're supposed to, handle your business.
Yeah, but if I'm telling you, it's my responsibility. If I know, like, if I say, listen, man. I'm drunk right now. I don't want to drive. I'm like, listen, man, you had all this liquor and you can't be here. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta be here. You say you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. And the person saying, look, I'm drunk though. I'm gonna just stay here. Well, you gotta go. The person get into a crash. They already told you ahead of time they can't do it, but you're forcing them out. You're kind of allowing an accident about to happen in a sense.
But it's kind of different.
Right then, in today's time, it's different though
because you don't have to keep the kid.
What do you mean?
Once you give birth to the kid, you don't have to keep the kid.
So they're saying just give it to the state. Just
give it to the state.
Wow. Yeah, which is what they should do. The state, but the state and I'm saying, we'll take your kids. That's what Republican states need to say. Go and have the kids. We'll take your kids. What they just saying is, people just need to be responsible. What does that mean?
But that's the thing. Like
they're allowing more poverty.
Yeah,
people that have the kid and don't want to give it up after they have the kid.
Some
even
do.
If they never wanted the kid.
Some do, and some plenty. Some do, but there's some that do have the kid and they give it up. There's some that have the kid and the kid's brought up in misery. Plenty of people are brought up in horrible conditions.
That's crazy, man.
In America. You already know that. Fucked up conditions. Plenty of people shouldn't have even been parents. You know what I'm saying? Abortions should be free. Then only the people that want to have kids would have kids.
But with all the pregnancy
abortion
prevention,
shouldn't be free because that just make people more reckless.
Stuff out there.
Because if abortion is free, no condom is being used. the condom industry is out of business.
Listen, here's what I say: if abortions is free, the process is still, you know what I'm saying, grueling and everything else. One person might get one abortion out there, but like, I'm not doing this all the damn time.
Plan B,
You know what I'm saying?
stuff, yeah.
All these stuff
Not
are still there.
Because if you do it early enough, it's only a pill.
But the abortion pill, they're not going after the abortion pill yet. Some states are trying to ban it.
A month, if you're like pregnant for a month,
some states are
Planned Parenthood. They still just give you a
that's not the one. I think they've gone after that yet. You know what I'm saying? I think they're trying to go after the actual the procedure.
Yeah, well, I said there's no excuse, man, because
that's considered abortion too. The
pregnancy
pill
prevention.
after like 6 weeks.
Some people go after the fucking. There's some places that are anti the morning after pill.
Yeah, the Plan B is wild.
So you know what I'm saying?
Going after the Plan B is crazy.
Listen, here's how it is. Y'all saying the Democratic side saying there's too much people, we're using too much resources, the earth is overheating, right?
Not really.
That's what they're saying. Democrats saying that, but you're the same side saying we need to allow. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that, right? Republican side saying let these people have kids, but they're not giving a damn about the earth overheating. You're saying there's too much people, but you're cool with the population going up. It's always a catch-22. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, both parties are just full of shit.
Very much so.
Democrats don't give a fuck about no damn abortion shit going through or not.
They don't.
They just want to rile up the people that are passionate about it to get votes. They don't give a fuck.
Yep. Both sides, yeah.
You think those politicians are going to abortion clinics? No.
I mean, if they get their side,
and it's not in their neighborhood either.
That's the men. I'm talking about the women in politics. Those chicks ain't going to no abortion clinic.
No, but if they're you tell them if they're on the route to be next vice president, some shit like, man, I can't get derailed. You don't think they're gonna get an abortion? Yeah, they're getting them out of there. It's a power move. There's a reason why you see black women and white women the highest rate of doing it, because they try to be successful. They out here pursuing degrees, putting that career
over
first.
family.
So, I don't know if it's over family, but the career first.
Fuck that shit.
Cancel it all.
Let that bill go through, man.
Listen, man, it's one of those things that, like I said, I'm pro-choice, man.
I am pro-choice up to a certain time.
Yeah, me too.
That just means you're pro-choice. That's just like me. Of course, no one's gonna be like, go ahead and get rid of that 9-month-old. Most people are pro. If you're pro-choice, sometimes you're pro-choice. That's all it is. That's how fucked up it is in America.
No, these people that are complaining about this, them bitches want pregnancy. I mean,
you are
8 months.
Nah, that's
this is just fucking
8 months.
crazy, bro.
That's an extreme.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah,
That's an extreme.
That's
It's
what they
just as much as an extreme
if they're complaining about the 6
weeks is very short though.
6 weeks. Some places is 12
It's a
weeks,
month
and
and a
they're
half.
still complaining about
Month and a
that.
half is very short, bro. Because
Really?
you might have missed your period.
you can't tell within a month and a half.
It is not, you can't. Some girls have spotty periods. It comes on and
can't.
off.
But
some girls miss a whole month sometimes.
If you're sexually active like that, you're supposed to be getting yourself tested, like, at least every week. You know what I'm saying?
What you talking about?
if you're with your
sexually
same
active.
partner,
I mean, it's not like you just get pregnant out of nowhere.
sometimes
Yeah,
it
but this
happens.
is the thing. Like, you can get
Out of nowhere?
There's couples that be together years with no kids.
Couples. That's different.
No, couples.
You're talking about single people out here, like,
It's not single
No,
people.
if you're a couple, then like
It's not. You're grouping the sex acting between single people. There's couples also who this affects. There's couples that be together forever and can't have any kids because the person might when their highest the time when they're
it's called
ovulation, they just happened by luck just kept missing their peak ovulation cycle. You know what I'm saying? There's really only X amount of days you can actually get the person pregnant, and you can go years just by the sheer luck of missing it. Years.
So then they don't have any issue. Then they're trying to give it.
No, they're not trying. People don't. Most people don't
So
try.
if
to
they're
get
missing
pregnant.
it, then what's the issue?
But let's say that one time they do happen and it wasn't the right time for like, oh fuck, and they didn't realize it. Now they might have caught it 6 weeks
Both
later.
men and women have condoms. Women got a lot of pregnancy prevention product on the market.
So let's take this hot take. They put this out online. They said
That's personal responsibility.
here's the best one right here. Let's take the most responsibility. Let's make all men get a vasectomy at 16.
No.
That's because
Listen to the reason.
the 16 is
at
stupid.
16, you got a vasectomy as a man, and once you feel that you are financially good, you could go get a reverse because the vasectomy is reversible and it doesn't have any
But-
long term effects.
No, it's not obvious. Like, there's like only like 10% of reversing vasectomies work.
Okay, but
No, we're not gonna
see?
do that, bro.
not. What do you
There's
mean?
a
You see?
difference.
We're not
There's a
doing that.
difference.
No, we're not doing
Because
that,
it's
bro. Yeah.
they say it's reversible. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
in some cases, yeah, it's reversible. Some people are successful with the reverse, but in some cases,
That's too
in
extreme.
majority of the cases, that shit you try to reverse, that shit doesn't work.
Well, what they do is maybe it won't come out natural. What those guys will do, they'll go get the in vitro.
Ain't nobody going through that.
Oh, that's the real way. Now
That's too extreme for the
maybe
man.
they
Why
should
he gotta
turn-
go get a whole
Listen,
surgery?
We
just
turn
to-
off
no,
all birth.
No,
and
we're
only
not
people that want to have the kid have their $20,000 vitro should have the kid. Now you know that people are capable of having kids.
Science is not at that place. I mean, that's crazy.
It could be at that place
You don't need to have 20,000 in the bank
to get that
to
fertility.
be able to give a kid a great life.
It's not a great life, but now I know that, hey, you don't pay that fine, now you can have a kid. You know what I'm saying? That kind of one of our studies this week, which is kind of, we're not in that area, but we can kind of segue into that. Young Thug did say this past week that broke niggas shouldn't be allowed to have any kids because all y'all doing is having
That's true, yeah.
broke babies.
Listen,
That is so classist. It's fucking insane,
the
bro.
messenger matters because Young Thugs was having kids when he was
He been
broke.
at before he was broke. Yeah, you know what's kid.
So
Yeah, but
you're
he
saying-
ain't know better when he was broke.
Yeah.
What is he saying? And he's rich now.
It
Now
doesn't-
he knows better.
His kids are benefiting from a broke person who had the hunger to be rich.
Exactly. So
Y'all know how
that's
insulting
why the
that is?
messenger matters on that case because yeah, nigga, you had kids when you were dirt broke.
Yeah. So all the Caribbeans, all those people ain't supposed to have kids.
Well, he had ambition, so
Yeah, that's what he said. He said broke people.
if you ain't got no ambition, then he's supposed to have.
Listen, it's very classist, and for a long time, rich people have done that. They've gone around the world. They've gone around places. They said these people are poor, and it does happen. Poor people tend to have more kids. Yeah. They said we got to sterilize these people. They don't realize they're making their conditions worse, and that's what rich people have done. That's how the abortion clinics came about. The Margaret Seeger and shit like that. She used to thought black folks were almost like a pestilence where we actually keep having that much kids. So she offered to give us abortions so we could stop us from overbreeding. We look at it as women empowerment and really shit like y'all niggas.
That's how they market
There's too
it,
much
yeah.
y'all niggas. They try to get rid of y'all, and that's how they market it. And so the way she marketed it to the white women, that it was by choice.
Planned was founded on just some
Eugenics,
complete
some racist shit.
bullshit.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
like,
So, but and then
when I see black women fighting for Planned Parenthood, I'm like, bitch, you fighting for something that was rooted in evil.
yeah.
So what? I can't take you serious.
But that's pretty much anything black people hold sacred. Our religion, half our shit comes from shit that started off bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It sucks, but we gotta have something. Half our shit comes from shit that has a fucked up thing, and we making the best of it. That's why we fight over the word N-word. We're like, yeah, y'all shouldn't be allowed to say nigga. Them crackers like, we gave y'all that word. How we get that? But we saying it's our shit now. You say everything we got come from a wild place that we try to make the best
Did
of
you
it.
guys see this Instagram video about the first black man to use the word nigga?
Fucking hilarious.
Bruh.
When he said he's taking the power back.
Yeah, bro, that shit was hilarious, bro.
It's like, nigga.
Send it to me.
The dude started getting mad. What the fuck did you call me? He like, hold on. He like, and he thought about it. He like, what the fuck did you call me, nigga? He
Then
called
he
it back.
started beating the guy up
Yeah.
and said, then he called him, and once he said nigga, he felt that shit come on him, like
like,
the
yeah.
liberation.
Yeah, the guy said, I feel that.
I was
we
like-
taking the power back.
I was like,
Take the power.
this is a fucking great what's name.
I'm scared, yeah.
That's a great way to promote the N-word.
Dude, shit is hilarious, dog.
But yeah, Young Thug saying that shit is complete nonsense, especially coming from him.
Well, okay, but like I was saying, so what they say online, if they said of all men, if we tackled vasectomies, we wouldn't have to worry about
Yeah, that's just, but that puts the blame back on men.
what's the problem?
Two people should be accountable for this action.
Yeah,
Exactly.
two people are accountable for this action.
They're not.
But you're only one person ultimately holds the burden. We've already agreed to that, correct? One person ultimately holds the burden. So if we want to avoid all of this altogether, why don't we have the vasectomy? The guy could actually even put his sperms on hold, put it, and then when it's
Ain't
coming
nobody
online,
doing none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Talking
what
about
if the
freezing
government backs
sperm
it?
now?
What if the government backs it?
Backs what?
The freezing of sperm.
Nobody doing that.
Well, you got to freeze sperm. You already
sperm
got your
now.
sperm inside of you. Well, you got to freeze.
We're gonna vasectomy you. We're gonna freeze your sperm. When you already have the kid, the kid's there. Bam. Good
So
to
why
go.
why don't we just tie every woman that's able to produce? Why don't we just tie her tubes?
Because there's long. See, like my wife got her tubes tied. When you get your tube size, they have actual the woman's body. Women are made to have kids. The women are a breeding machine.
Plugs.
No plugs, all that shit. Birth control, all it has. All of them have reverse. They have effects on women's bodies.
And so does vasectomies.
Nah, the guy got a vasectomy. Nigga could go bald 2 weeks after that motherfucker living his life. No long term ramifications. No mood changes. Nothing. Women, no matter what it is, be it birth control, be it getting the ovaries sucking out, be it full name. They have physical other ailments that go along with it. Women's body, when it's not able to produce kids, has an issue. They have different tiers, how bad it could get, but they were meant to have kids. Taking that away from them has a long-term ramifications, even with birth control. Something as simple as birth control, it throws them off. The guys have no thing. Once you take off, they do that snip, there's no long-term effects to guys.
I don't know that yet.
That's the studies. Anyone I know that even had an abortion, not abortion, that had a vasectomy, not a vasectomy. Anyone I know that's had their tube side, ask the guy, and you'll see if he don't want to switch places. If he wouldn't switch places with his wife, he'll like, yeah, he knew he had all this shit, he would have took the place because there's no ramifications on the guys. The women, they might throw off their periods. They have very bad fibroids, very bad cramps. Acne could flare up. There's all sorts of shit. Like when their body isn't doing what it's meant to be doing.
I'm not the creator.
You're not science.
I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Take that shit up with God.
Take it up. Listen. So maybe that's how God's doing it. God said, "Look, I made him to have birth. Y'all don't. There's a consequence. Y'all trying to stop that."
Yeah, and I made them to reproduce, and y'all trying to give them abortions. That's not what I designed.
So
you fucking up the design.
You want to go against me?
Yeah. So there are some long term. So that's why they said if y'all could make the guy get the vasectomies. And, maybe then that might be another way we could solve this whole thing. Guys get vasectomies and get the sperm froze when they find the right mate down the line.
Nah.
Here's another thing that people don't look at people don't look at the grand scheme of things. United States is a world superpower. Whenever your numbers start fucking up on all aspects, any time a superpower try playing with the numbers of birth, there's long-term ramifications. They don't see it within that generation, 2 generations down.
Yeah, you got to see it down the line.
It
just
fucks
like
it up.
when China did
when China did the one-child policy.
One-child policy. And
now they have a whole bunch more men. And some of them are gay. And then you have lots of them that ain't got no wives. These niggas just living like monks in certain parts of the world. They're not selected. They're just like loser men. And Russia, when they lost all those men during World War II, now there's way more women than there are men. Over there, those guys have only the finest of brides, so there's women out there that can't get no husband. They're losing out. Everywhere in the world leftover women, Japan, everywhere in the world that when the government intervened in birth control, it fucked up the thing.
The government
That's why just let nature play out.
That's when they try to lower it. And trying to try to lower it.
Right.
Now, they're trying to increase it because places like Japan, they have a huge youth, but the youth aren't having kids and they're not getting married. They're like, in a couple of years, this is going to come back and bite us because your country is not growing. Well, the next country is not going to sit there and watch you not grow. They're going to say, you looking real good right now. We're going to have to come eat that. That's what's going to happen. And that's what happens in the world. If you don't sustain your majority of your people, the next group's going to have to be like, man, that land over there looking real fertile, bro. And people keep thinking that's not going to happen. So even for the goodness of the United States, even the United States, white folks looking at the United States as we know it. If you don't want it to change as we know it, with white people are in, they have to do what they got to do to keep their numbers up. But even though it's kind of like a losing battle, they already know it's changing a little bit more brown, more Spanish people about to be the majority. But they're saying for the sake of how we know it, even though it may not be good for us, if you want to retain it how we know it, they got to do what they got to do to keep the numbers up. Black folks are dwindling, going down, not having birth. Any group sees what happens when you're not reproducing. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're not reproducing, even with the one child thing, we've already seen it in our generation. What happened when they took away all the dads? You see what happened to our group of people.
Yeah.
White folks now, these are happening. This single thing, even if we could see it with the single thing, you know what I'm saying? So it has long-term ramifications. So even as a population-wise, you can see why they're saying, even as fucked up as it could be, they're saying it's a woman's right. But as a country, as a superpower, we be like, yeah, you can say all that, but we trying to stay on top. We trying to rule.
You know, the good book, the Bible, says
be fruitful.
be fruitful, and women are naturally wicked.
That's why the
So
Bible
we
is
can't-
also
that's why,
patriarchy.
that's why men have to come up with these rules against these women because they're naturally wicked. So that's why we have to make up these rules, women.
Yeah.
We're saving you from yourself.
Let's say you for this.
I'm sure you can see that too. Yeah.
So
Listen, I look at it as maybe from the aspect of a superpower. Look, our numbers are dwindling. From the black, I can look at it from what affects me the most. As from black folks, I always felt like we should have done it. We got to do a massive campaign to be anti-abortion. Not even anti-abortion, telling people, because signing anti-abortion sounds crazy.
Anti-abortion,
We got to be
independent.
not no, it's no one's going to be anti-independent. That sounds wild.
yeah, that's crazy.
Even the phrasing sounds wild. It does make sense because the thinking that goes
independent
along
from
with it.
what?
Yeah, go say, but
From what?
when you're a person that's been freed, you're
From
not even trying to
what?
hear nothing about nothing that's not free. You know what I'm saying? So the marketing of independence
You're
sounds
still
so
not
good.
free though. Like,
You're still not free, but it sounds good though. It sounds
free
so,
doesn't apply.
listen, but black
That word don't apply at all. Like,
black folks in general, we gotta get those numbers back up. We gotta get at least the two-parent households up. We can't be copying these white folks and getting abortion numbers.
yeah, we can't do what they do
because
from-
they're at a
from our
better
position. Yeah,
they're
we
at a
can't do
better
it.
benefit. They're about to
Yeah.
bring in a whole group of the white folks
Right,
from
that's the
Ukraine.
thing, like,
They're
there's
doing that
no
right now, yeah.
There's no reason why black folks should still be at that 13% of population.
That's crazy.
Because we stopped having kids like we used to.
It's because
When we're down south,
like white people.
Yeah.
Exactly. When we're down south, when
That's
we're
what
having
we
a
try
bunch
to
of
do. We
kids,
try to.
we're emulating. Yeah, it would be one thing if we're emulating them and they're accepting us like they've done everyone before them. You see, white folks that came here, they emulated white folks and they got accepted to become white folks.
Yep.
Black folks and white folks, they're like, nah, you black. They keep reminding you, nah, you black. We don't give a fuck that you have less kids now. We don't give a fuck that you're not really coming into society, you're being smart. They keeping their boot on your neck when really, if you're any other group, they would have accepted you as their own now, like they've done Italians and any other groups that came after that.
No,
And they've been good.
Hispanics.
You know what I'm saying? They got certain Hispanics, but when you're black, they keep their boot on their neck. That's what makes you America almost unique in that aspect. That racism, you can't escape that racism. You know what I'm saying? So it's wild. That if black folks could,
So, Greg, pro-choice or pro-life?
Pro-choice.
I'm pro-choice. I'm always pro-choice. I don't see no
Pro-choice
reason.
to a certain amount of time.
It's still pro-choice because how they gonna look at it is there's no certain. How Republicans look at it is like there's no taking life. Life is sacred, which is crazy because Republicans are also pro-guns, pro-death penalty.
We blame it on the Republicans, but I think majority of Democrats feel the same way about this fucking bill.
What do you mean about pro-choice to a certain extent? So that's what most of the world feels
I'm
pro-choice.
talking about just pro-choice, pro-life in general. I think majority of the world is pro-life.
I don't think some people give a damn about other people getting rid of. I think most people are pro-choice because they don't affect them. But there are some people that are really about. They don't care no circumstances. All life is sacred. There's those.
I
very
think that's
much
majority
religious.
of the world, though.
Nah, I don't feel
That's
like all
pro-life.
life is sacred. I feel like at a certain point. So I feel like there's people that feel like if it's a
But
like
the plan B, come on.
yeah, that's a little much. But some
That's-
people are
that's
looking
a
at it
little
like that.
much. But I understand the 8 weeks, after 8 weeks or 12 weeks, whatever it is, no more abortion. I can agree with that. But the plan B, come on.
Yeah, they going after Plan B.
Got condoms, got Plan B.
You remember the
all
Catholic
plans out there.
Church was against Plan B. The Catholic Church at one point was against condoms because they said, you were meant to be fruitful only because they looked at it. Only married people are supposed to be having sex anyways.
Yeah.
So why even having condoms? This is promoting a promiscuous lifestyle.
Which it
This,
is.
that, and the
It is,
third.
yeah.
It's not really because married couple could be using condoms, which sounds fucking wild. But to prevent getting,
I'll be fucking
damned,
damned.
right?
I'll be fucking damned.
But to prevent them from having kids. So, but that's how I
Imagine
look
your
at
fucking wife telling you put on a condom.
the condom.
The disrespect. The disrespect.
That shit's wild.
Nah, we can stack up on plan Bs.
What do you
Ain't no
against the
condoms.
pull-out game?
I don't. Doesn't how the Plan B work? You take the Plan B and like the day later your period starts, right?
No,
So Plan B is not even a good option like that.
your period don't start. We had this argument when we first started the podcast when you guys didn't really understand what the Plan B pill does.
I thought once you take it, it evacuates the egg. And then when the egg's evacuating, isn't that your period,
No,
the cycle?
the Plan B, it stops the egg from planting against the uterus or some shit like that, from attaching to the uterus to where it can grow. So instead of attaching to the uterus, it won't let the fertilized egg attach to the uterus. So you don't have a period, and when your period is coming. It's just not letting nothing attach to the uterus. That makes sense. Okay, to get pregnant, the egg has to be fertilized by the sperm, and it has to attach to the uterus. The Plan B just stops the attachment of that egg, that fertilized eggs, to the uterus.
It blocks it. Yeah.
I don't understand. Does the uterine lining, which is what your period is, fall down? Which is usually your period.
Like there's like a wall. There's like a wall that the egg has to stay on there for a certain amount of time for pregnancy to happen.
You gotta hit the wall.
And then, but the what's name makes that wall a little slippery, and the egg doesn't stay there,
and it falls down. I would think it's fall. I'm agree with that part. It's when it falls down with the other eggs, which commences the period.
No, there's no other eggs. It's only one egg, and the egg isn't red. It's not blood.
I don't know. I always thought that your period
that shit might come out like with your urine.
So you don't think? I always thought that was the thing with the Plan B, that when you take the Plan B, it commences your period after.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe I don't know. Who knows? But
we had an argument with the last host about that because he didn't understand how that worked.
So it doesn't really affect the woman's body.
Oh, they all affect the woman's body. You don't think you out here just popping Plan Bs
in the long term in a negative way?
No, it don't affect it negative way because you're going to lose. Women are going to lose an egg every month regardless.
Okay.
And that's all the period does is flush that egg that been there for a little too long. It flushes that egg and you get a new egg.
Okay.
But so it doesn't.
What's the next layer of eggs? Because women are born with all the eggs they're going to have.
Right. And they only release.
They just drop them every month.
A certain amount.
Yeah.
It's usually supposed to be one, but sometimes two eggs will be released. That's how you get, what's the word for the twins that are not identical? Fraternal or something twins. That's how it is. But I guess you guys didn't take anatomy and biology and stuff in school. So you don't understand. Yeah, sex ed don't really teach you about the biological factor of sex ed just really teaches you about protection and how not to get pregnant. Sex ed doesn't really teach you the anatomy about the body and how that shit works. Yeah. But I'll give you guys a lesson if you guys want a full lesson. I got a whiteboard right there. I could just
draw some schematics
how the shit works.
Either way,
the listeners.
It'll be all right. We ain't teaching everybody.
Yeah, that's where the Patreon comes in.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the Patreon. If you want a full description of how the body works and how Plan B's works, and let us know, it'll be on the Patreon.
I need to hurry up.
But nonetheless, what else we got?
So that was it for the women last week. If you have women listeners in the pod, tune in. Let us know what you think of our take. I feel like I've gave this a happy medium. I'm trying to reason with folks. You know, the frozen eggs, or the frozen semen. The male freezing his eggs, getting the vasectomy, and then we come back by then. The women, you know what I'm saying? I feel both could be done. Either way, what would happen, that wouldn't work because no one would ever find a convenient time to get pregnant, and now we lose the nation. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be done sporadically. All that's going to happen is we're going to start getting backdoor abortions again. Niggas like dope boys are probably going to turn into quiet abortion clinics and like, nigga, this shit's booming, nigga. I got a 9-month-old out the back, nigga. She paying double dope. Charge extra for that.
Yeah, we've solved this shit already, bro. As long as both parties have to agree on the birth of a child, abortion would be fixed.
Yeah.
But now that you don't have to, as long as the woman gets pregnant, she gets to make all the decisions.
So yeah, we need to run. Yeah,
that's the only way abortion, whatever shit. We figured it out somehow. Y'all go back to the archives and get that tape.
Yeah, we need to run for office.
So what else do we have? I guess that was it for pop culture. I guess, or would that be politics?
That was politics. Yeah.
That was politics. We have anything else in politics this week? Did Biden do anything wild? Biden said he's gonna do something about this abortion thing. Sure. I just feel every time Democrats tackle something, it pushes. Now that the Republicans are starting to tell Democrats, black voters, oh, look, they're putting y'all back, or I'm saying that. I guess that was one of the good aspects of now that black folks are kind of becoming more woke and more self-aware. Mm-hmm. In a sense, it's kind of like or in a weird section because they're always quick to highlight. The black Republicans always quick to highlight. Look, they fighting for another group, not you again. We done spent this first half fighting for the LGBTQ. Now we about to fight for women's rights. Well, they gonna get to your issue, bro. Look like they ain't talking about reparations. Shit, they ain't talking about student loans. You know what I'm saying? So
one thing I noticed, but I don't know if people really understand it, is that the inflation and what caused it. What do you mean? All the PPP loans or the money printing and
yeah, but I mean, people know that, but people don't give a damn. I mean, there's really nothing you could do. There's no one way in or one way out with that because had they not, they told you to stay home. You can't tell me to stay home and not give me money. I got to make a living. All right. So they had to cut the checks. Them cutting the checks, people balled out.
You can't tell people to stay home and expect them to pay for stuff.
Yeah. So they had no choice.
You got to supplement it.
You got to supplement it. So that was, they had no choice. There was no easy answer to that. It was either you tell people or you let people ride out and the death toll comes even higher. You know what I'm saying? It was almost 800,000, almost 1 million. Either you let it rock out and let it get higher. So it's one of those things. I think Fauci said last week that we're out of the pandemic. We're out of the
But also people are looking at this pandemic like it seems a little kind of funny. Like,
well, now it's
like, was there really a pandemic? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there was definitely a pandemic. But people said it was. Yeah, this last 2 years, a lot of people didn't make it out of it. I like that shit was done. It's crazy when people don't know anyone that died. I'm like, bro, I don't know where you live at, bro. Because a lot of people died these last 2 years.
I don't think anybody could really say they didn't know nobody that passed away.
Bro, people that are anti-vaxxers online, you'd swear they don't know anyone that died, bro.
Motherfuckers lying.
That's what I'm like. It don't make any sense to me. I like
make no sense, bro.
That's what I like. Out of people that died, and it got so bad that the funeral homes you couldn't even get the weekend funerals at some points. You had to push your shit back. Some people were being buried 3 weeks after they died, or they'd have like a Tuesday funeral or Wednesday because that's when if bookings are open. Shit was packed. All that money the nurses made this last 2 years. There was definitely a pandemic. Nurses were balling like doctors last 2 years. Where that money come from? You know what I'm saying? They ain't just giving shit like that away for free. There was definitely a pandemic. Yeah, bro. I can't say it wasn't there, but we're looking at it. We're now that we're over it. We're probably saying, look, man, we ain't going back inside. That's that.
Because we're also hearing about new variants and nobody really like.
Yeah, it's not scaring us no more. We're like, we're just gonna have to let it ride. Variants or not. I already said
it's like a kid in the dark. Like,
yeah,
the dark is no longer scaring him, so it's no longer a problem.
Exactly.
So COVID is no longer scaring the population, so it's no longer a problem. But it's still there. Dark still happens.
Yep, people still got that from it. Here's the thing: between COVID being as bad as they claim it was, and America had too much freedom to begin with, so we'll never be able to stop COVID how we wanted to because we can't even do full lockdowns in all the states. Like I'm saying, if you could do like China. So it was all we did is either stop the spread or let it roll out, maybe as least casualties as possible.
We're in a capitalistic society, so
yeah, shit got to roll.
We can't do a lockdown because like China does a lockdown and the government is going to
go around
and give people what they need to survive during this lockdown.
Ain't no coming out.
America's not doing that shit.
Yeah, America, like, who gonna do that shit? Yeah.
America's not doing that. Even though we have the resources to do it.
We're not gonna do it.
We're not gonna do it.
Yep. America's massive. There's people that live in rural. There's people that live in the middle of nowhere in America. You know what I'm saying? It'd be very inconvenient. You know what I'm saying? The shit wouldn't make any sense. It's another one of those things. I mean, I feel like the media did play a big part in it, though, because the media did make it seem like, you know, this COVID outside, the sky's falling, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. After so much shit happened during the last 2 years, like the trust of the media is now like almost at an all-time low. Like when these motherfuckers tell me to panic now, I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they're promoting the Russia and Ukraine thing.
Yeah.
Now, after the pandemic, I'm like, bro, you ain't telling me nothing that I'm about to be afraid of anymore, bro.
I'm gonna mind my own fucking business.
Exactly. There's that, but if you lived in Florida, when people were in lockdown in New York and California, can't go out, and we're out here living our best life in Florida, you're really looking like, what the fuck the media talking about? You know what I'm saying? They're saying DeSantis is a wild boy. I'm sure people are dying, but to the rest of us that's living, we're like, hey, we got to go about our life.
Florida was freedom land.
Florida's freedom. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it looks out here. So now when the media's all pumping this propaganda, either both sides say, we need this, we need to worry about that. We're like, look, man, y'all done got us that shit back with Bush is in office. We're not buying it anymore. So, I feel maybe too much of the population's can't be controlled anymore. You know, they used to be able to control, one side used to be able to control one side, the other side's able to control side. Maybe now there's too much of a growing number that can't be controlled.
It's just too much. I think it's just too much outlets.
Yeah, too much information.
Yeah. Too much information. And so
all I know is they're not going to sit back and accept it. They're going to get y'all niggas in control one way or the other. Maybe that's why they get in the metaverse right. They're like, we're going to make these motherfuckers stay inside and do something. Those that don't want to listen. But all I know is the powers that be are just going to sit there and allow them.
Did you get your son the Oculus?
No, not yet. I went down. I was supposed to get it for Tyler for his birthday, but he ended up deciding to want a phone. So I'm thinking of getting that Get ready for that metaverse.
I got to find one. I ain't got no booking to go search in that closet.
Which one?
That out of the crib.
Yeah.
Seen the Oculus that one of the guests left.
Oh, yeah?
The property management company kept that shit. Did the guests hit you up for it?
Nah.
Yeah.
How?
Property management kept that.
I ain't find it.
Go first. Go to the next one.
All right, what else we got in politics?
I only have one thing in politics. That was just the
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
We talked about. I guess we could jump into hip hop. We talked about the Young Thug.
We did talk about Young Thug, yeah. See what else we got? We got Joe Budden call out his hot take on Megan Thee Stallion situation.
Did you hear? I didn't hear nothing about it. Do you know anything about Joe Budden and the Megan and back? I heard he got some backlash for it.
Yeah, I only saw the headline, but I don't really read too much into it. I think who posted that? That was Nate.
I'm not sure who put that on there.
Yeah,
but I guess we could go into Pete Davis tattooing Kanye West kid's name on his neck. Did you see the actual tattoo?
Yeah. His initials, yeah. Their initials.
Their initials. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is... I guess because it's a small tattoo, so like getting that shit lasered off doesn't really mean nothing because it's like writing it on a piece of paper nowadays.
But at this point, I think he's doing it just to get like Kanye more pissed off. Like, yeah, man, like that's really like claiming your kids. Like,
yeah, that shit is wild. Like that nigga
got his kid sitting on his lap. You know, like it's crazy, man. Like,
what would you call that? Would you call that some simp shit?
I call that trolling. That's just trolling, man. He ain't got nothing to lose out of it. He could be gone by tomorrow at any time. Kim said they're not married. He ain't got nothing to lose. He's just riding the wave. He's just enjoying the moment.
What you talking about?
Pete Davis and the tattoo of the kid's initial on their first initial on his neck.
Yeah, he violating.
Yeah, he ain't got to do all that, but I don't.
It's a super small tattoo, so that's just like writing it on paper. You could erase that shit with no problem.
Well, why do
or he could change the definition. You'll say he means something else, whatever, Something he could make up. But.
It's probably, knowing that family, that they know how to control the media. It might even be a real tattoo. Yeah. They always know. I'm saying, how would I put that there? How do people even know what it means? How do they even know it's there? They leak it themselves. They kind of keep this press going. Drive Kanye half crazy so you can keep custody in your favor. That family, the shit it's just crazy.
But if it's like fake from the Kardashian camp, like how do you got to be a simp to let that story continue. As far as
but the girls
with him, I don't think
you saying got to be a simp. You talking about a billionaire lady that knows
he ain't got the most, like
But he don't need it.
He don't need it. He's a popular SNL tiger, but
so what's name?
I mean, he's also using it to benefit himself too.
That's a different level. Yeah, Pete is the hottest.
He's benefiting more.
He's benefiting most. This is the hottest he's been his whole career.
Yeah,
easily.
I didn't even know about him, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I
There's
think
a
I've
guy,
probably seen him once in a while.
yeah, on SNL.
His weird pale
Yeah, I
looking
saw
ass.
that nigga
but-
every week on SNL.
Yeah, that's his regular job. He's a regular SNL, but he's never. The only time he had got a little popular is when he made fun of that one congressman or senator, but the one that had the one eye. He made fun of him, and the guy came on there and actually joked back with him. But other than that, he's never been as hot as he is now, fucking with, you know what I'm saying, billionaire Kim Kardashian. And Kim really can lift up anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that the things has turned around. She knows how to control the media that much.
Yeah. That's a skill.
She's elevated them. You know what I'm saying?
that is a skill. Everybody, people could say like
People
she
pay
has no
top
skills,
notch for
but-
PR like that. The shit he's got
but
right now.
that is a skill though.
Now, should Kanye slap the shit out of him?
Yeah, I mean, the only person that know how to control media more than, I don't know, Kanye and Kim are the two both. Those two know how to control the media more than anybody, bro. Like if you work for them and you had a company, you don't even have to worry about commercials. You're like, don't worry about.
That's crazy.
They're like, save our. Tesla doesn't do no commercials. They let everyone else do the commercials for them. They know how to control the media that way, just through Elon. So it's one of those things. They're like, we could save the money on commercials and advertising. We just put that back on R&D. We're gonna get them other people to talk about us, and it's the same thing. Kim and Kanye know how to get. There's so much people that hate Kim that don't even watch Kim and the Kardashians. Just hate her just off the strength that we always talk about her. Kanye, we like him through music, but why do all these other people like him? Is it because of the clothes? Is it because there's white folks that fucking love Kanye, don't know shit about
Trump.
him. There's some people that love him because of the strength of Trump.
Yeah.
There's people that love him because he's half crazy. Some people that love him just because of so much motherfuckers love Kanye the same way that we love him for 808 and Heartbreaks. They love him for a whole different other thing. You know what I'm saying? And he's that powerful. And then you got Kim. People love her from her beauty. Some people like her because she's a powerful woman. Some people like her because she's bailing out black folks. Some people like her. You name it. She has so much.
Like it. You got to put this in there. Some people
like that sex tape.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying these are people that are multifaceted. You can't thumb them down. Why people? If these motherfuckers ran for presidents for real, if Kanye wasn't crazy, if you think Trump's a fucking star, imagine like a Kim and shit. Like these are people that, especially how America set up. These are people that draw a lot of power, a lot of what's name.
I also found out like Kim have damn near like 300 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, she's a fucking beast. These girls.
U.S. population is what, 330 million?
Like number one on Instagram.
But her thing's from all over the world. Yeah.
300. Come on.
So you got one family that's
fucking
produced
crazy,
2 billionaires so
She's
far.
not number one. Ronaldo, the soccer player, is the number one most followed on Instagram.
Really?
And like Kylie or Jenner, one of the Jenners is number 2.
Yep.
The soccer player is number 1 though. That nigga got like 400 million or something.
God
like that.
damn.
The shit is insane though. You know what I'm saying, but this is one family that
You
produced.
can monetize the fuck out that shit.
And they
You
do.
can. And
That's
they do.
like depending on what it is, that nigga makes a killing off of just having that much followers on Instagram. So
It's fucking crazy.
You have you got, what is it? She's a billionaire. The little sister's a billionaire. It's one family that's produced 2 billionaires already, and you know what I'm saying, I'm wondering who's going to be if there might even be a third at some point, the other sister or something. So that shit is fucking crazy. The other sister, Courtney, just married that former rock star. The whole family.
Did they married, or I knew it was in the media where he
they
went
just,
like to the grave site to ask for permission. Niggas out here doing weirdo shit.
But he been on that. What's that? He was Travis Barker. He's been a popular band for a long time, a popular rock star. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Kanye is gonna still be good with or without them. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be good. People thought like she's gonna be good with or without him either. She's a staple.
Yeah, that should be fine. But nah, Pete Davidson. If I was Kanye, I'd slap that nigga every time I see him. Every time I see him, just for that tattoo, nothing else.
Yeah, but like for the disrespect,
but just the tattoo, like nigga, what is you doing? You out here doing some sucker shit.
Well, have you seen today? Ray J came out and he said he's speaking against this whole sex tape thing about the leak. He's saying from the get go, it was never leaked. It was thought out. It was planned sex tape. It was him, Kim, and Kim's mom who decided to release it. And it was what's name. He's not saying that Kanye didn't go out, because there was a footage this past week where Kanye went to LA, flew to LA, and got the sex tapes back from Ray J and them camp.
And that nigga Ray J don't hold his tongue. That nigga said, this is all bullshit. Y'all niggas capping.
But the part he said the part that Kanye came and got it back, that part isn't a lie. But to say that it was
he
a
said
leak,
Kanye did come.
he did come.
But as far as getting shit from himself, from Ray J himself.
But we know it came from your boy Wack. Wack was doing interviews before it came out talking about, and we got that other part too that's about the leak. Because Ray J used to be
the whole Wack was that Ray J was the one that gave it to Kanye, and Kanye brought it back to Kim. Was like,
that part was a lie. Yeah,
I got the masters.
Now Wack had the masters.
How Wack is working his way, you know.
Wack been in the game. That's why motherfucker
but now
Wack
he's working his way more into like
certain people, because Wack used to be Ray J's bodyguard. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you know, in LA how it is out there. You got, if you don't want to have to check in, everyone in LA got to have it's fucking crazy like that. You got to have like a gang connect, almost like
a different politics,
like a gang liaison. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, because if not, you do get checked. Like Dr. Dre was shooting that multi-million-dollar film, him and Ice Cube, and Suge Knight thought he was gonna go down there and check niggas. We're like, nah, y'all doing film. I ain't getting a cut. I'm coming down there and shake it down. Mm-hmm. Little did you know, Dre had already had his gang liaison on set. Suge tried to come out there. That nigga went to slapping Suge up. Suge panicked and went to go driving like crazy, killing one of his own home friends, hitting another nigga out the road, and now that nigga in jail. Had Dre not been prepared, the motherfucker would have folded. Suge would have made her on the set and fucked up the whole movie.
There was that one dude. What's his name?
Which one?
Dude that he ran over.
His homeboy. There's the one. He killed his homeboy that was there. That wasn't on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But the other dude he hit. He's
also a rapper too.
Yeah, the other dude he hit was a dude that was slapping the shit up out of Dre. Because nigga, you don't get not Dre slapping the shit up out of Suge. Like, you don't get the fuck up out of here. Because these gang members, like I said, if you don't check, these niggas say, you ain't nothing like that around here. That's how it is. That's the politics of LA, sadly enough. You got to check. If you're from there, it is like that. Wack got, like you said, this past week, there was the audio leaking of Wack 100 talking about how he had his, how he got them boys on, he got Nori and them. He could squeeze them niggas anytime he want. How them boys from $1 million worth of game. He's like, them niggas, we're like, man, them niggas, you know, they do a little show for us out there, but, you know, anytime we want, we can squeeze them niggas anytime we want, you know what I'm saying? It was him and Hassan Campbell's recording, and he leaked the audio. And that's
Hassan
why
leaked it?
Yeah, Hassan like, this nigga's fake. He's out here saying he's extorting y'all niggas. And that's why he was saying some shit about Trick. Trick was saying, nigga, you can't expose me. Everybody knows about me out here. You're like, you ain't gonna do nothing but get yourself hurt.
Listen, that nigga Wack 100 is gonna go to jail.
He might have to go to jail. But he's the real deal, though. That's the thing.
Suge Knight was the real deal, too.
No, there's a difference. The thing is...
Suge was way bigger than him, man.
Suge was... The thing is, Suge was never the gangster, though. Suge had the Crips and Suge had the Bloods under him. Wack was one of those Bloods. He's watching how the boss moved, but he's the real deal. You get it? Now that he went to jail. He is going to end up going to jail. You ain't going to keep fucking with these multimillionaires. They're going to line you ass up. They're going to let you build yourself up. His ass going to end up right in fucking jail.
Next to Suge.
Next to Suge. Exactly. Because he don't know how to whack. He don't know how to move. Because there's the other one that got out. The one that was doing business with Nipsey. You don't ever see him all over the place. He's over here trying to get kids together. This, that, and the third. He's doing that. I think started the Crips out there, but some of them don't want the attention. But Wack loves the fucking attention. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This, that, and the third. He's more popular than half his clients, which is 6ix9ine, The Game, all this stuff. He's always out in the place. He's always trying to set up fights, getting a bag. There's a difference, bro. You're supposed to coordinate shit. There's a difference to how, especially if you're doing gang shit, you got to do it without getting all the attention.
Niggas love that limelight, bro. It's that social media age. Niggas want to be the stars.
Like your boy, what's his name?
You the muscle, nigga. Be the muscle in the background.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
Niggas want to be in front of that camera, want to be on the mic.
Like
that
your
shit
boy
gonna get you in jail.
Your boy's the real deal from Rap A Lot.
Who?
The CEO of Rap A Lot.
He even started going.
He started going viral, but it wasn't off no beef shit. It was just a warning, hey, this person's under my protection, or that boy's cooled all this down. Yeah, I know I mean it, but people be trying like Jay Prince like he's not the fucking real deal, but this is this guy like, I think Jay Prince was just at a boxing event recently. Be like, is that Jay Prince at the store? They're like, I didn't know he was a promoter. So yeah, he does promoting. At one point he used to manage Mayweather. And I remember them boys, Dana White and them tried to come and take him. And they're like, hold on, this is my artist. Y'all gonna come to, y'all gonna have to break bread, this, that, and the third. And them boys thought it was a game, and Dana White with them will tell you, man, we got to cut that check on the, because even MMA, there's a lot of that shit. Even I think even Like I think that happened with Conor McGregor and shit, the Irish mob and shit. Like there's different, you know what I'm saying? There's different gang elements and different stuff. So some people, if you got your shit down packed, you could squeeze some of these people. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
Yeah, of course. Like the bigger you get, like it's best to just pay it.
Sometimes,
Then,
yeah.
too, you know, like because you become more what you call that? I want to say more fragile in a way.
It's also one of those things that if I made a guy,
you're powerful and fragile at the same time.
Exactly, but
that's coming with fame. Like, when you're famous, like there's no real protection because you never know
who's against.
Because you're a famous person, everybody's around you.
Yep.
I want to be around you. You never know where people are coming from and what their intentions are.
So especially at the same time, you could pay for stuff and get away, but at the same time, you can.
Okay, it's also
certain things you could do could cost you a lot.
It's also the game. The game's very predatory. So people come in here trying to do business with you, they're doing you dirty, and just because it's legal, they're gonna get away with it. But some niggas say, I don't give a fuck what that paper say. You know it's not right. You're gonna have to come see about me. There's some people that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're willing to go for that money. You keep them on your team. They're fixers. You know what I'm saying? And for good reason, because some people out here, you pay them good money. Look at Trump. Trump done paid Stormy Daniels good $400,000 hush money. Yet when it's time to run for president, the story's coming out. You were like, bruh, you're going to need someone on the team. Like, go ahead and tighten up, bro. This don't make no. I can't be paying 2 times. You know what I'm saying? This is extortion at this point. You know, that's why you got the fixer for it to go out there and be like, hey, we ain't going for all that. You know what I'm saying? Some things in the world ain't as smooth as, you know what I'm saying, as smooth as black and white, depending on how you run it. But
yeah, it's the gray area.
Yeah, there's some gray areas in some element. We know that's just in life in general. You know what I'm saying? You talk too crazy about anyone, though. That's how it goes. Look at this past week. A lot of newspapers that weren't backing the United States argument about the war in Iraq and shit, their PayPal accounts got frozen. And PayPal said they're looking through some stuff. In the meantime, they can't withdraw for like 60 days, withdraw or add. And, you know, that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You kind of going, you know, Biden ain't had to say nothing, but you don't play you don't toe the line, nigga. We coming from them pockets. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's like, I'm an American, but I'm getting sanctioned. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't legally getting sanctioned, but all of a sudden, now you can't bank. Yeah. Now you got to close down payroll. You know how the shit. It's one of those things. It's one of those, that's why you wonder how come all these motherfuckers just fall in line each time there's like a government thing. It could be Democrat, Republican, but there's certain stuff when it's one thing, hey, we're all gonna fall in line. We seen that shit happen on COVID. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers they want to fall in line. Pages getting demonetized. When they came out with the technology, that's the quickest. Y'all thought COVID was fast. We thought the vaccine was fast. But what was fast was the technology that came out of COVID, though. The technology that was able to read the words. There was technology that if you even wrote COVID in a picture, it would get the disclaimer or get taken down. There was the one, if you even said it in a video, the program would either detect it and demonetize it. And they started using it for all sorts of stuff. Now, if you say stuff like rape or anything like that, all that shit get pulled. I like, when the fuck did they have this technology, bro? That shit came out in a little bit of span.
They've been here, just let it out.
It's easy technology though.
But they've been had it. See what happened is YouTube gets 24 hours of film every minute, I believe, uploaded. So they said they could never really watch every video of inappropriate stuff. So if you tag it, their thing could pull it, whatever it is. But they started detecting it towards stuff like, they never use it for regular stuff. But now any video, like you mentioned COVID, you can't even monetize it. Like you mentioned rape or any stuff that they decide. So it does let you know that it can also be abused. If you want to suppress certain views, don't want to look at certain views. Remember when that one video started making its rounds and they ripped everything down? Those group of doctors are trying to do the thing. During COVID, they took all this shit down.
And that's where your boy Elon comes.
That's what Elon said, yeah.
Elon's come across and frees us from this programming.
Yeah, even right now on YouTube, like you got people getting trolled. Like people like would come on their live and like put up like obscene like sexual pictures or videos, and people are getting their accounts demonetized, getting taken down, and that's one thing YouTube haven't found an answer yet.
Cops, if you start recording cops will start playing like Barney music on their phones and shit like that, because you won't be able to upload the video to YouTube because they'll get demonetized and taken down. Get it? Motherfuckers, listen, motherfuckers is always gonna abuse the power. It's like the time when they take your cops. As soon as they start giving the cops the cameras, the motherfuckers either turn it off. I like when they started doing that, or they'll open the hood up, put the hood up so you couldn't see them with the dash cam. I like this shit is criminal behavior right before our fucking eyes, dog. But anytime there's a loophole,
they're gonna find a loophole.
But yeah, that was the technology that was crazy though. What else do we have?
I guess hip hop. We have homegirl, Blac Chyna. This is the defamation case against the Kardashians, which no one ever thought she was gonna win because the whole fucking case was fucking ridiculous, saying that you lost $60 million. Like, bitch, you're not worth $60 million.
Is it $100 million?
$100 million, yeah.
Sheesh.
Like, you're not worth $100 million.
Not only did she lose, but she got to pay her lawyer fees. But she admitted on that trial she made millions and then keep no money on her name. So the IRS about to pay her a visit afterwards. She done took a major loss, bro.
Oh, man.
I don't know who the fuck she had representing her, but
she was trying to shake that tree in hopes of a settlement. But there's a difference. You coming for Rob, we might do a settlement. But you can't come for the whole clan. Yeah. Chris ain't gonna allow that.
That's the family.
She like, we all can't take it. She's like, come on, we'll Rob already done fucked up and had a kid for you. We already taking care of our needs. We doing what we're supposed to in the name of the family. But you can't come for the bread and butter, not the billionaires.
An individual against the family.
Yeah, an individual.
You're going to lose. You're going to get jumped.
They weren't having. First thing they did before they even threw out the case, Kim went in there and had a motion to remove herself from the case. They said they allowed it. They're like, nah, that's a major L. One billionaire's out the seat. You know, lots of like that.
Whatever you may think about him.
Then I believe the other sister. Then they threw out her whole damn case. Like, you out of fucking you, and you lucky they're not fucking. You lucky they're not.
There's no retaliation.
There's no retaliation because these motherfuckers could come after everything, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Because you lose that defamation case, they could start a defamation.
And
sue the shit out of you.
Do a
and go after
$100 million.
Yeah, and then be like 50 cents and be on your ass and really actually put the dogs on. You see how 50's always bugging homegirl?
Tiara Marie.
Tiara Marie. You know what I'm saying? 50 only does
and it's only $40K.
But 50
said, I need that.
50, I feel, only does that to keep his name. And this is another line for media. If 50 was really after the 40K, he would really keep his dogs on her. But every time he's probably bored, she's still in pay us yet, go shake some trees, get shit hot. You know what I'm saying? Making it hard for her. And he keeps doing that. But if he really felt like it, these motherfuckers could turn your life upside down, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
Yeah. Have we even seen Tiara Marie since
That's it.
The 50 case? She's done for.
And her case started with her suing 50. He flipped it on her, the defamation.
I ain't seen it for a while till that came out. Like, last time I saw it was in that Lil Jon video.
Yep. That's how the whole thing happened. She sued 50.
2000.
She tried suing 50 for defamation for him reposting a video of her. Shit is wild. Yeah, so Blac Chyna out here gonna have to feel the wrath of the IRS soon enough. What else do we have?
Go back to the Joe Budden call out. His hot take on Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, Joe Budden was saying how, I don't know if he was kind of giving a take on how sometimes the victim could become the bully, I guess. On how people always, I don't know if it's the power line because of Tory, but he was kind of bringing up how Ocho Cinco for years, even after the thing with Evelyn was done, every time Ocho was trying to do something new, you see an Evelyn interview pop up, he assaulted me or this, that, and third. You're like, bro, it's been like 6, 7 years, 10 years removed. Let me live my life. But every time you have to keep coming out and they're like, oh, they roast his ass. They're like, Joe, you know what I'm saying? You're the last person who took Tahiri's ex-girlfriend. Oh, yeah, you did. You know what I'm saying? Esther Bax. All them girls, Joe got a history of women saying that he abused them. Mm-hmm. So they all came out.
Yeah, that's probably the wrong person you want in this case defending it. Or saying anything on it because, it's not the messenger's not too good on that one.
But I guess it's one of those things. I guess when you're a victim, you do get to keep being a victim, maybe, I guess. Are you supposed to be a forever victim?
Victim wave, yeah.
Yeah, can you be a forever victim?
Maybe, yeah. You could claim trauma. You can claim...
I mean, the shit's been so long. It'd be insane. Can you fix it? What if you and the person are now cool? Are we supposed to keep bringing it up forever? if Chris Brown and Rihanna becomes cool again, which I'm sure they don't even have no spite or anything, because they did it even after the thing went out for a little bit, and if it wasn't a good look, and then they kind of separated. But Chris Brown was 19 when the thing happened. It's been over 10 years, I believe. Well over.
I think so. Yeah.
And we keep bringing it up. How long can we hang over one night over a guy's head? Is it forever? You know what I'm saying? The shit you were saying, there's no redemption, no what's saying, one thing done, and we're supposed to ride with that for the rest of your life?
The person that was affected with it ain't tripping about it. I don't know why the public is tripping about it.
Rihanna out here living the best life.
But Megan Thee Stallion is never going to stop being the playing victim.
I don't know.
Even her interview with Gayle King, at the end of it, she was like, we have to remember, I am the victim. That was her statement. Like,
listen, I don't know.
I'm the victim, guys. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. I'm like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know if it's just that. Even if she is the victim, Meg thing's still fresh.
Alleged victim,
yeah. Her thing's still fresh. It's just how it's played out. The fact that he can't speak, you can speak, you should let the case. It just looks very wild.
That's the thing. Like, you have a gag order on him, but you could go out and speak about it.
Yeah, and she should have did the interview a lot sooner. Not when he's going to trial. You kind of setting it up like, if you got this guy lined up, he's the crime. Why are you trying to set the? It looked like you're trying to.
You're trying to convince people that he's the.
Yeah, you're trying to railroad him when the evidence should show he did the crime. You don't need to try to railroad him. You know what I'm saying?
I think she's gonna lose this one though. So
I don't know. The shit is wild. Who knows if Tory plays his role. I'm not vested one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? If it came out, the way they were stemming along, making things, the story sounded too crazy. And the way Tory was moving, I was like, there's no way a guilty person is this bold. So I was like, he got to be innocent.
Yeah, once she said there wasn't fucking, I knew that nigga was innocent.
That's all you needed. You lied about that. Yeah. What else? We did the Blac Chyna. Kanye's hard drive thing was a lie. Young Thug, okay, pop culture. Do we speak on Dave Chapelle gets attacked on stage?
No. Nah, that's fresh. That just happened a couple hours ago, Tuesday night. So a couple hours ago.
Yeah, crazed fan run on stage, and hits Dave Chapelle with a Goldberg spear, and within seconds. This is how you're supposed to end it, because now if it became a thing to rush the stage, an example is made on the spot because they drugged dude out within seconds.
That nigga came out that bitch looking like a whole fucking cripple.
Yeah, bro.
That nigga looked
shit
like
out of dude.
That nigga looked like he had MS. Bruh, they fucked that nigga up.
Listen, the only person I've seen get beaten up like that are people that kill cops. If you kill a cop, you look one way. When they take you in, you look completely crippled, and the media acts like they don't even notice. Listen, the suspect's been captured, and they're like, y'all not going to talk about that? Remember the guy that did down here?
The guy that had one eye?
Yeah, they took out the dude's whole eye. They chased him. Suspect came back, a whole eye missing, bro.
There was
and
the
the media
in Palm Beach too.
That was in Florida.
It was in Orlando.
Yeah, it was in Palm Beach, I think.
It was Orlando. Palm Beach. Laquan McDonald
in Orlando or something like that.
Laquan.
The original crime was in Palm Beach.
Yeah, Laquan McDonald or something like that.
When he came out, I remember seeing his mother's face. Like she was, oh man, her heart sunk.
And I remember when they're asking him guilty or not guilty, like, man, I know what it is, man. These people don't took my whole eye. And that's when the media just trying to, as you can see, he's in court today. They're not even mentioning, like, bro, this guy ain't got an eye, bro. This nigga got a whole, this shit is fucking wild.
And that nigga surrendered peacefully.
Yeah, bro. They beat the shit out of Buddy.
Surrendered peacefully.
Yeah, you ain't gonna leave this bitch. So they took it out.
But nonetheless, the person that attacked Dave Chappelle on the stage, I guess he made a diss record on Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing a lot of, he's a trans also. Is that true?
I'm not seeing that. I thought it was
Dave Chappelle said it.
Dave Chappelle said it, but I'm seeing headlines where a trans person attacked Dave Chappelle on stage and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know if the guy was a woman turned into a male, whatever it is. But we're never gonna know what the real reason was that he attacked him, and he attacked him with a a replica gun that has like a switchblade on it. So that shit could have ended bad.
Oh wow.
If that nigga did what he wanted to do, that shit could have ended bad because he could have easily stabbed Chapelle with that blade because that's like a 5-inch blade that was like some bullshit. But that shit was crazy.
Well,
the way Dave handled it, if you guys see the tape, that nigga just he started chasing the guy after they broke him up. He got up and ran, and he started chasing them. Then he came back, did some more jokes, and it was like, hold on, folks, let me go back there and see what's going on. And looked like he went back there, got a couple kicks in, came back, and just kept the show moving and kept cracking jokes and shit like that. So he handled it pretty well.
I mean, they made an example. That's how people should know. This is what's going to happen to you, too, if y'all think y'all Will Smith. This rushing the stage, it has consequences. You know, you leaving here with your arms out bent one way or the other.
Yeah, bro. That shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah, Chris Rock came in.
Yeah, Chris Rock says, is that Will Smith?
Really? Chris Rock said that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Chris Rock, a G.
What's crazy is Will Smith was there in India and some shit. You seen him taking a picture, like, meditating and shit. Will Smith's career, you know what I'm saying? I can't say his career's done, you know, at the moment, you know what I'm saying? He's paying the costs. You know, he's had a couple other shows that were supposed to release get canceled. So it's crazy.
Man is saying he don't really need to do anything else now.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so ain't no more of this attacking comedians on the stage, bro. If we're not expected to see you on stage, motherfucker, we don't need to see you on stage. You should get an ass whooping.
Shit, better yet, you might. Some places you might get shot.
I guess they know who to attack because there's some people you already know. There's some artists they whoop your ass if you mean mug them too long from the stage.
I mean, if you're gonna attack Chapelle, I mean,
I guess comedians.
I don't think it gets bigger than that.
Yeah, that's the biggest comedian.
Yeah, it doesn't get bigger than that.
So I don't know if this guy was clout chasing, whatever he was doing, didn't end too well for that nigga. That nigga got fucked up.
Yeah, with his arm twisted backward.
and on the stage, Dave Chappelle, make sure he leaves in an ambulance. That shit was hilarious, bro. Dave Chappelle's the GOAT, bro. He said, make sure we get him out of here in an ambulance. And that's what happened.
Yeah, buddy gonna get that ass. So he probably gonna sue, maybe get a settlement. But
Sue who?
I don't know. You know
that nigga's gonna catch a felony charge and go to jail.
He is, but there's one way. Vitacine, they tackled. The thing is, they tackled him and got him off the stage. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's no to sue, but his arm was working one way when he got tackled. His arm was a complete other way. He got. How you explain that?
It's gonna be too hard for them not to say that he wasn't
resisting
and cooperating with him taking him out. So that's a loss for him.
Security's gonna have to tighten more at comedy shows. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
And even concerts too, because I think y'all seen that when I think it was Lil Durk, where it looked like it was a girl that passed out, and I think one of the guards just like picked her up, and like she was looking like lifeless.
Yeah,
like,
you know
what do you want them to do?
Like Dirk face like looking like goddamn like
what's she on?
Well, you got people making fun of Dirk saying like he always looking scared, like looking paranoid.
Yeah, that nigga. I guess it's his eyes, bro. That nigga always does look like he's worried.
Yeah,
and shock. He knows a lot of death. He done lost both his brothers.
Yeah,
that's some weird time.
He's traumatized, and we making fun of him.
Yeah,
that's trauma we're looking at, folks.
Yeah, being from that side of Chicago, yeah, probably.
Yeah. What else do we have? Which one are we on right now?
Elon Musk.
How are we on that? What are we on? Politics?
Pop culture.
Pop culture. Oh yeah, Elon Musk appointed. Is this true? Tom Anderson from MySpace as was it to the board of Twitter?
Yeah, I'm not taking up with.
Yeah, that was me.
Twitter controversy.
I think Elon appointed him as the founder. Appointed him as
CEO of Twitter.
Yeah, it's in the talk. It's really.
Tom making a comeback. Tom sold
Facebook.
No, not Facebook. MySpace for like
MySpace.
for like a couple $100 million or 75 million back in the days.
I thought it was 400.
Yeah, something like that.
Basically, the founder of MySpace, Zuckerberg.
No. Zuckerberg's Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, MySpace. Yeah, MySpace before that. Tom Anderson, the legend. Made that.
As soon as you signed up, as your first friend.
Yeah. Well, up on it.
Automatic first friend. Yeah. All right, you got Dr. Umar gets served cease and desist order to shut down his Marcus Garvey Academy that y'all hating on.
How you shut down something that ain't even open yet?
Shit don't even exist.
I remember them boys saying it's a Dr. Umar got a haunted school. Got a haunted house. The school.
Bro, there's no winning for Dr. Umar, bro.
I'm telling you what it is. Whenever you have someone that's prominent and black and they're cooking for too long, the powers that be do whatever it takes. I don't know if they let the person just drive themselves crazy or do they. I don't know what it is, bro. We can never have a hero and see the hero through. Like I said, we always got to see them turn into either a joke or a villain. You know what I'm saying? That's how good the power structure is, though.
Yeah, I thought he started off good.
Of course,
like
started off flaming.
Then, that scamming was a little too.
Money got
the
too
shit
sexy.
was too there. It was like, damn, I could get these niggas now.
Yeah,
and that nigga went for
but
it.
like everything else, it just showed like you need a team because like you may be good on, you may be a specialist at one thing, but like you're not gonna be good at everything. As far as like even like opening up the school, getting everything set up, you need a team regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Umar would have been
a management. You need somebody to help you.
Umar would have been successful,
yeah,
if he wasn't, as they call it, homophobic. I'd say.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because Umar's school wasn't allowing no gays. That was one of the things Umar said. When Umar was saying you can't marry a white woman, black people went up in arms. No one gave a damn. When he was saying if they're married, you could have been that. That was where I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like,
about gays
he's always been very anti-gay. That's
but I'm saying black people ain't opening up about that.
Black people were. Yeah, there was plenty. Look at the people that used to call the Breakfast Club that was against Umar. 99% of the time, it was about him treating the LGBT youth kids about how come they're not going to be accepted at school.
Just a few of them, like Trump said.
It's not because who else was calling against Umar? It wasn't white folks calling the show. It's black folks, and the black folks were only concerned about one issue.
But at the same time, those same black folks, like, they're homophobic. They're quick to, like... the
homophobic ones weren't the ones that weren't calling against it.
They're quick to, shame you, like using gay as a shame tactic.
But what I'm telling you is, if he wanted...
How the hell do you have this shit, like, in so many ways?
You're right. I'm just saying... But
you pro it, but use it to shame, and you use it to...
If he wanted to go further...
to insult... Come on,
he should have... If he wanted to go further, he should have hid that a little, kept that on the tuck a little bit further. I guarantee you, the school, all the shit would have been. He would have got a little bit. He would have got a little bit further.
Because black people are more conservative than any other group.
Yeah, but if you're not saying, even if you're saying that you're opening a school and saying that you're opening a school that's not going to allow no gays, it's two different things. You can open a school. There's plenty of people that got school. LeBron James got school. Just open a school. You ain't gotta say you're not accepting it.
Yeah,
saying is totally different things.
Like there's plenty of schools that don't accept black people. They don't say
we don't accept black people.
They just deny the application.
Exactly.
The thing is, like, he didn't have a team. He didn't have somebody who like help him manage, like, his whole.
Listen, team or no team, when you come out against the LGBT in this era,
because once you got a team, you got people who like are specialized in things that you're not specialized in, to help you like get things done. Yeah,
but okay, tell me one person that's out here cooking and rocking on a mainstream level that's big. That's
solo.
That's anti-LGBT. What's name?
That have a team.
Everyone is either pro or they just have no say.
About it, yeah.
Even the church, even Farrakhan don't even go against the gays no more. You know what I'm saying? This is the guy that's preaching, let's holy. Even he knows you already know it's too much of a distraction now. You falling back. It's too much of a force. If you bold enough to do that, you're not going to get enough people to come along with you. Everyone's on that side now. Everyone's either pro or okay.
Everyone, I wouldn't say everyone.
I'm just saying everyone that's on the media. There's no one on the media that's anti-gay.
Yeah, media.
Right? And that's what forms everybody's mind. You find most people in the hood, niggas in the hood be anti-gay, but niggas when they go to work, they ain't anti-gay. They on that, I'm minding my business, or that's it. And that's what they want you to do. They say you're either going to be for us or it's none of your business. You keep your mouth shut, but you're not going to be against us. No prominent black person is going to be anti that, and he wanted to be anti that. And I already knew that was it. They stopped even inviting Umar, bro, to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Once you on that wave, you ain't even getting a sit down. You know what I'm saying? You already seen there was always kind of a spectacle when Boosie came around. Boosie said, fuck it, he had to take his talents to Vlad all the damn time. You already know people that's not going to hold their tongue, that's going to say, you already know you might have to find another outlet. But there's a mainstream outlet, it ain't for you.
And Vlad paying them too, so hey.
Oh, he kept going so much time, Vlad cut a check from him, now he goes weekly.
Why not?
Vlad ain't mind, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find him. Vlad ain't got no problem. Vlad out here acting capitalist. Vlad let you come out here let you talk about everyone except Jews. You already know that, but you know,
Vlad.
Yeah. But everyone has their own protection of what they do. But that's after Umar dropped the ball on, and he played himself long enough, and that's what happened. We seen this shit happen with Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, you've had people that even left the organization say, well, they need to be held not to say they can't be scrutinized, but they need to go show the books. And when you put yourself like that, I'm like, damn, man, I was rooting for these motherfuckers. And I was like, I'm still rooting for them. If they did steal it, then let them have it. Shit, fuck it, nigga. We got a scam too, damn it. You know what I'm saying?
So what they doing now? Besides buying mansions.
They're buying mansions, living their life. I don't know why people even care, because it's not black people that funded Black Lives Matter that put their money in there. It's corporations and mainly white folks that funded it. I don't know no black person that was throwing money towards Black Lives Matter causes.
Yeah, you don't know that?
I don't know that. Y'all know. What niggas you know was giving money to Black Lives Matter, bro?
I know that shit wasn't coming out of my pocket.
Come on, bro. That shit was not happening. So what I care if they rob the place. Rob the joint. Nigga, take them for everything. People say, oh, no, they doing it off the black people. No, people do shit off the backs of black people. That's what America's built on. Doing shit off the back of black people, sadly. But that's what these companies do. I don't care if this company is ripping people off the strength of black people.
Let them be American.
Let them be American. They're doing what Americans do. As cutthroat as it might be. I don't give a damn. But, you know, that's how it goes. Yeah, Umar played itself. So much of them, though, the black activists came and gone, though, that you don't even see. From Dr. Umar to brother, what was the wise one? What's his name?
Polite.
Brother Polite. There was a bunch of them, bro.
Brother Polite was out here fucking little kids.
Oh, you got what is it?
They got the other smart one.
Nasheed, what is it?
Tariq Nasheed, he's up out of here.
What is this? Those scams? Huh?
There's the other one, the one that he's the only one that ain't got no dirt on him. But as soon as he started speaking against COVID, they kind of unplugged that. But Rizal Islam, yeah, they unplugged his ass as soon as he started talking against COVID.
What's name is still
that's right.
The white black man.
White black man who?
What's his name? I know you're talking about
Sean King.
When you white, you know it's different. When you white, you got the cook regardless. Sean King claimed he left Twitter, but he came right back around. You know, Sean King still be rocking out here, but he rocks to some people. Some black folks don't fuck with Sean King just because white. They call him Telcom X instead of Malcolm X, Telcom X for white powder. And I was like, what's your problem with Sean? Who cares if he says he's black or he don't really know? There was like, look at this baby picture. His hair did not look like that. Because that nigga was a full white kid. I was like, he's for the cause, all right? Some people find their lane. My lane is to help black people. Let my dog rock out.
He's getting a crib too.
He's getting a crib.
All them boys buying cribs.
Why can't I get paid? I'm helping black people and I get paid for it. That's his job. What's his problem? Sometimes it's a win-win, right? There's plenty. If you're white and you pro-black, you're gonna get paid.
Hey.
Of course, because black people gonna support that shit.
Black people. Tim Wise, you ever heard of Tim Wise?
No.
Oh, this motherfucker is a beast. You've heard of Tim Wise, right? The scholar on African American histories. No. Oh, this white guy, he be dropping speeches and stuff like that.
You know, that's the funny thing too. Like black people are more. They believe you more. They believe like white folks more.
It goes both ways. You never heard Thomas Swallow? He's a Republican black guy who tells you about.
Well, you get less pushback.
If you black and you're anti-black, white folk, you get rich. You get super paid. It's the same way. You willing to go against your own
from
people
from the
white folks?
racist white folks.
Yeah, so Thomas Swallow white folks love this dude, bro. You go on his YouTube page, this shit got clicks all day long. I was just watching a video of his showing how black culture came about. He says black folks got their culture from rednecks. You know what I'm saying? He said that's the reason why America still has an issue with ghettos and black culture. How they make fun of you if you get educated. They take pride in ignorance, doing crime, having high birth rates, all the negatives of society, or all the what they call it, all the not the undeservings, whatever. I forgot what they call it.
What's the redneck like music culture like? What?
It's not the what happened is. I guess he says back in the days over there in Britain or wherever they came from.
Swag? What's the?
It's not the swag. Wherever they came from, those type of people, when they came to the U.S., wherever they came from, when they came to the U.S., they end up becoming part of the South. And once they brought in the slaves in the U.S., the slaves now adapt to that. That's why even white folks look down on rednecks. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at rednecks and poor black folks do have a lot in common. They eat a lot of the same food. If you look at in the South especially, very similar. So a lot of black culture, even when they move from the South to up north, is still start from stuff they learned from the South.
No, that's the thing too. Like even in the South, like as much racism. I mean, there was racism all over. Like even up north, like there were more. The only issue was capitalism because, like like they feel like the South was cheating.
Yeah.
They had that advantage.
Exactly.
Where like you even had guys who was working up north, like like they couldn't profit as much.
Yeah, because they didn't have free. Exactly.
Some of the people in the South, but they're racist too.
Yeah, they're not saying they're not racist, but they're just saying the white folks look down on those that because if you're educated and stuff like that, they look down on you in the South. They call you. I remember they started calling Obama an elitist.
Even to today, like the North is way more segregated than the South.
Yeah. But they call you, but there's a difference though. In the North, if you educated, you do all that stuff, it's looked at as a good thing. Down there, they look at it, oh, you think you better than us, so you ain't any better. I like things simple. They look at it, anything that's upward mobility or anything like that, they look at it like it's it's like a negative. And that also happens in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And it's, that nigga is square. He want to learn to school. All the positive shit. So,
but nigga know how to read.
Yeah, that nigga know how to read.
It is, that's just true. It's the same thing.
Or that nigga talk white. There's plenty of shit like that. There's plenty of negative tropes. Same thing happened with rednecks. Oh, he a city slicker. We don't talk like that. And it's
funny when the rednecks even they like they don't even talk like so proper.
They don't. That's why they don't like the proper speaking Americans. They're like, oh, they think they're better than us. We what's name. But it's one of the things. So he breaks it down. He's a Republicans love him though. Thomas Swallow, whenever he comes around because he comes around and breaks all that stuff. And and he's paid.
He's black.
Yeah, it's a black guy. Like I said, anytime you're gonna switch out your people, you're gonna get you gonna get paid though.
I guess you really just gotta play sides. Yeah.
We gotta do what the women do. Get your
coins.
Bag,
get your coins, king.
Get your coins, king.
I think that's it. What else y'all want to switch to? Sports as our last section, right?
Yeah. What's going on in sports?
Yeah, got the NBA playoffs.
I mean, well, beside him, see, you got Memphis facing Warriors.
That series at 1-1. I think they play tonight. I'm not sure, but that looks like it's gonna be a good series. Yes,
they're tied 1-1. The first game, like it was a tight game.
It was tight, and second game. I don't think it was that tight until the end because once they put the scrubs in, the scores usually go back.
I mean, I'm rooting for Grizzly. They're a young team. I want to see like the new guys like get some shine versus like some of the veterans who been grouping up together and.
Them niggas just didn't have their chance yet. They're gonna group up.
But like so many like super teams being formed, like that's what it does. It ruins like the probabilities of like one guy like one team who really worked their butt up for them to come up top. Too.
What do you mean work their butt off? Teams are made. if players started taking control of their destiny, that's what's happening now. And even that isn't certain because you can do your team, create your super team, and if you don't, do you have the vision? Are y'all willing to wait it out, or y'all get y'all rings and break up, or at the first sign of breakup, we dismantle the team? So even that, you know what I'm saying? The NBA is going to sort itself out. Super team or not, you're not going to guarantee anything. Sometimes you get it in luck, like Golden State.
Yeah, super teams it's not guaranteed. So
yeah. And as soon as they have one bad year, the motherfuckers too, you got to look at the players, look out their own interests. They have one bad year, then they're like, fuck it, I'm out. I go pay it elsewhere. And some people just don't seem to care about rings. Look at James Harden. So some people, that's how it is.
Yeah, here for the bag.
Yeah, some people playing for the bag. And that's just how it goes. It's just a different era.
We do have something else in sports. Did y'all see Westbrook at the Met Gala?
Did he wear a dress again?
Yeah.
Or a
skirt.
A skirt
Something like that.
Westbrook's a wild boy, man. My only issue with Westbrook, wear whatever the fuck you want, but win your chip, bro. I don't care if you wear. You doing all this fancy dressing, everything you do is always GQ. You can do whatever you want when you're winning. When you're not losing, I better not hear nothing about you outside of the court. You know what I'm saying?
I can see someone's joking.
Play ball. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing about you. Once you winning, do whatever you want, bro. Dress funky, dress crazy.
I can see someone's joke coming up from that.
You know how D-Wade used to dress crazy near the end. D-Wade started getting real flashy, but nigga had his chips. I done did what I needed to do.
Yeah.
You know how to do what you want to do. You gonna be a fashion icon when you got them chips. See, Westbrook out here breaking triple-double records right and left, but you can't seal the deal. After a while, we're going to need you to calm it down, wear regular clothes, and be out in the spotlight, bro.
They're going to say he should be in the WNBA.
You got to see it. Bro, that outfit was so fucking... Once it was trash.
You already know sometimes he just wears some of the craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? Ever since they started doing the little fashion show. And then it's just one of those things. It's no different than your boy in the NFL, man.
Cam Newton.
All that wearing the little scarf and all that shit. Do all that, dab, do whatever the fuck you want, but you ain't producing. I don't want to hear none of this other shit you doing if you're not producing, bro. That's how it goes. You can do so. That's all it is. Some of these guys want to keep their reputation up, so when they get off the field, they can get a second career. Cam got a whole podcast now, ain't it?
Yeah, it's called like Funky Friday, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to rebuild his image after the whole bad bitch situation.
Cam's so fake to me, bro.
He's
Cam
doubling down. He just met up with what's his name, your boy KS.
Oh, Kevin Samuels? Yeah. Nah, even before that. Cam's pliable, bro. Nothing he says is still. As soon as he says something, if there's backlash, he walks it back the next thing off. He's always been like that. Since he was in the NFL, when they asked him about the I forgot if it was a Michael Brown case or whatever it was, and he talking about, all we talking about is a centimeter with the skin. Or he tried to push it about, like, when they're talking about Kaepernick, he never tries to take a stand or try to piss anybody off, especially right now. Is he with a team?
I don't think he's signed to a team.
Yeah, especially when he's not signed, he's not going to do nothing that's going to make him seem too wild. You know what I'm saying?
But once he gets on the team, he'll be wilding again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I got a team, I'll call them. But I get wilding, exactly. He'd be wilding again. I seen him doing I think it was his podcast. No, he was $1 million with the game.
Yeah, that's where he got all the backlash from saying women and bad bitch is two different things, and how you can't cook. You don't know when to shut up.
Yeah.
Like that. And
he's around his guys, but he don't know how to take his plan. I seen him talking about, we know these guys' money. It ain't no money. We already know. Even when he was talking about money, to me, it was wild. I'm like, bro, you getting a quarterback check. Of course rappers ain't going to compare to you, bro. You fucking got a different tier of money. How can you say, oh, they out here getting money? And I'm like, yeah, you getting a different level of money. Even your peers can't compete with you. You're a quarterback. You already know NFL works off too. Yeah. So, of course, you're going to look down on everyone else. You got a different kind of bag. I think he was talking about how we don't know what to do with the money, this and that. They're like, calm down, bro. You getting paid top notch for fucking. You got the best position in the damn league, bro. You can't be speaking to people about no fucking money. There shouldn't
be no fucking up the money when you get.
Yeah, the type of money you getting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Of course you can talk down on niggas. You getting the type of money you can't fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's what's different. Remember, quarterback's part of the administration, pretty much. Yeah. So they're gonna eat regardless.
All right, what else we got? Is that it?
I think that's it, bro. Y'all got any recommendations or anything else?
We did.
I'm sure we missed some things or anything. I'm sure ATL is gonna hit us up.
Well, something gonna happen tonight, or had happened tonight, or tomorrow. It's usually like that. Like some of the best stuff usually happen in the middle of the week, or while we're recording.
Yeah, something or the other is gonna end up happening. Let me see.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Who ain't got
Oh, your
nothing
boy
else
said
on
in Texas, Greg Abbott says that he's thinking of challenging 1982 Supreme Court decision of requiring states to offer free public education to all children, including those undocumented immigrants. So, he don't want undocumented kids getting education. That's why you gotta love Republicans, though. They're like a different kind of evil.
Nah, nigga, you gotta
Who's gonna deny kids education, bro?
If your parents didn't pay their dues to get you here, then you can't get this shit for free, nigga.
Why? What am I taking away? Education? Come on, you gotta be a different kind of evil,
Nigga,
bro.
that's taxpayer money.
I understand you saying, they can't.
We already let
I
niggas-
understand. I'm saying you can't eat at the school. No free lunch for you. You're undocumented. You can't learn, bro. Sorry, this is our education.
We already let niggas go to art school.
Oh,
American Dollar. You can't just let anybody go to school.
Niggas who fought for America's freedom, that's different. Bro.
That's it. That's
It's
different.
different. We let them niggas go. Yeah, they did something for the country.
Well,
You're undocumented now. You want
Niggas
you want
when they
some
got old for the
education?
country.
undocumented can join the service. There's people that fought for the service and
Yeah,
got deported.
That's
Which is
what's
fucking
that?
amazing. You've heard that. They're
fucked
just
up,
real crazy.
Pay some
How you
dues.
allow me to join this shit and don't automatically get citizenship is beyond me.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it should. If you're able to join the forces and shit,
Automatically,
that should be
it should jump you right in the line. Stamp.
Yep.
I'm a citizen. How do I get to fight for the country and then get deported? That shit is nuts, bro. I was seeing a documentary guy. He had fought for the country. He got deported back to Mexico. And he never got his paperwork back. Like, bro, you wildin'.
What he got deported for though?
I don't think he ever got it. He probably got like a weed charge, whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
But it don't matter, bro. You're a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Once you serve your time, it's the fact that he had his suit on, all that stuff.
still got to play by the rules, baby.
He should have got his what do you call that, citizenship? Or
This was after he should have got it while he was in the service.
Should have got it while he was in the
service,
service, nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas not playing by the rules. You
I
gotta
already
go.
know whenever you get deported to back to your, I already know how it's gotta feel. You know what I'm saying? I got a brother that got deported. He didn't tell me, but I already know the locals guy would look at you like you're a fucking idiot. If you made it to America and got kicked out, bro, the rest of the world looking at you, bro, you're a fucking loser, bro. That's an L that you cannot take
That's
back.
a big
But if
L.
you done fought for the country, that's a different kind of L.
It depends on. I guess it depends on where you're going back to. Now, if you're going back to a third world country,
That's what I mean.
yeah.
If you're going back, they're like, bruh.
That's it. Yeah.
now, if you're in America, you get deported back to like another superpower.
Those other motherfuckers, they don't even worry about getting deported half the time. Yeah, they don't be like, they don't be trying to get their citizenship. They're like, I
they
ain't
go
trying
back
to
to
get
their friends. They're
yeah.
like, they were caught. They be like,
yeah.
eh. They ain't got free healthcare anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, they ain't even worried about it. Yeah, but if you go,
in theirs anyway.
yeah, if you go in the third world country, they're like, you did what? They're like, man, you tripping. I thought I was never gonna see you again, man. You look at it.
And we were counting on you. Like,
Yeah, it's wild. What recommendations y'all boys got?
I did get a. I remember Birth, right?
The what?
Birth from. He called in a couple of times. He said,
Bertha?
What happened to homeboy that we ain't heard from, buddy? The truck driver,
Big Rob.
Big Rob. I heard from Big Rob in
I
a
haven't
minute.
heard from Big Rob in a minute for real.
Probably tuned out. You know, podcasts. Sometimes you want to binge on them for a long time, then you step away for a while, you forget about it, come back like, hey, they still on.
Big Rob's still listening.
You
Shout
think
out
so?
to Rob.
All right.
Who was it?
ATL did say she wants Buddy back on the pod.
Steven
back on the pod. If we still got Steven out there. We need to have another woman on the show. Y'all boys can't be talking about abortion rights without having no ladies on there.
how do you feel about it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I seen like a photo. They say, here's the men that's voting for abortion clause, and you see nothing but white men. I like that shit does look wild. This panel.
Nothing but black men.
Nothing but white men voting
Oh,
on
right.
women's issues. No different than if they're saying, the council. And I seen one they did a talk about reparations. And it was like Fox News. There was nothing but white people on there. Like, why the fuck would y'all have a say? It's one of those things. It's one of those things. We looking real crazy out here.
So Birth is Birth. I remember him. He was I think he's from Jamaican in the Jamaican Army.
Okay.
He sent in a recommendation was what I sent you guys earlier, how the U.S. stole the Middle East.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Okay,
I think I've seen it before as well.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, it was.
I didn't get a
pretty
chance to watch
interesting,
it, because he sent it the other day, and I've been in the hospital with all this.
Yeah, I watched it as soon as you sent
It's
it,
very
yeah.
informative.
Yeah.
I've already knew about it. I think I've seen that one as well already before.
I've seen some of that guy's video. Yeah, he's.
What sucks is the information. That's what kind of sucks about the information age, because the information's out there, but there's so much disinformation too that there's, just like we might know the shit he's talking about, there's so much people that don't know nothing what he's talking about, and there's 100 videos that's talking about the bullshit with the Middle East to go along with, even though the truth is literally right there. You know what I'm saying? Or there's some people that's not even about to do that. They just gonna go whatever the news told them to watch. CNN, they're like, no, we're there to give them freedom. And you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's how they look at it. Just like they're like, we gotta back Ukraine because, their freedoms are being found out. It's some of this wild shit when you look at the history. Yeah, that's a real good one that he said how the U.S. stole the Middle East.
Yeah, so it's on YouTube if y'all want to check it out. It's called
Yeah.
How the U.S. Stole the Middle East. It looked like it's going to be informative. I haven't caught it yet, but that's
it's
How I view
definitely
it, it make it seem like the Saudis are sellouts.
They did sell out. They sold out their people. They became Americans. Yeah. They sold out their own people. They sold out their religion. They became American. They became capitalists. Mm-hmm. And in return, you had Bin Laden, who was a wild boy, but like, nigga, this is how we used to live in. He started a backlash.
He started that make the Middle East the Middle East, the Middle East great again.
Yeah, it started wilding over there. So, and they've been eating ever since.
But it's crazy, like they consider Egypt as part of the Middle East.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. Just fucking nuts, right? It's a way of insulting Africa. They don't want to give the
they don't want to give
they don't give the Africans credit. Because they do say that when they say that the thing that started the whole the Middle East uprising, they said the Arab Spring is started in Egypt first. It's Egypt though. Yeah, they do consider it. Yeah, they do consider that as the first one.
Can't let y'all niggas.
Even though it's on the mainland of the continent.
Listen, man, there's so much.
That's the thing. Egyptians don't consider themselves Africans most of the time. So
I live next to my neighbors are Egyptian, so you might be some. I don't know if they ever say that they're Africans. They do say they're
Egyptians.
They say they're Egyptians. I gotta ask them. I'm gonna ask them. Next time I say, do you consider yourself? I'm gonna ask them tomorrow. My neighbors. I'm like, do you consider yourself
be careful,
African?
man. You might get cursed out.
Don't try me. Yeah.
You gotta call her. Hey, my fellow African American. See how she react to that. Might call the police on your ass.
But it's crazy. It's not considered part of a continent. Or continent, but
because she's from Lebanon. So yep.
But we're just gonna call it the Middle East.
Yeah, this shit is nuts.
Not part of Asia, not part of Europe, not part of Africa.
So you're going with Rob's recommendation, you're saying?
Yeah, I'll go with that this week.
What recommendation would I have? I think this weekend I'm going to catch the new Doctor Strange. It's supposed to be dropping.
Oh, I finally watched, what's the name? That shit was good.
Which one?
The latest Spider-Man.
Fire, right? That shit is
the one with all three of them come together and shit.
So that's a spin-off. This next one looked like it's another tie into that one.
Yeah, this
how you broke the world. Yeah, so
that was a good show too. I mean, a good movie. The Spider-Man. What is it? I'm Coming Home.
Spider-Man, Far From Home, or No Way Home.
Some shit like that. Yeah, that one was pretty good.
So my recommendation will be that Spider-Man. I'm about to go check that out.
Which Spider-Man is your favorite ones though? Out of all three of those,
I like this new young boy, but before that, I liked the second one.
I don't remember the second one.
It came in and went. It had two good movies. The third one was so trash that they rebooted it. The second, I don't think it had a third one. It had two. The second one was so trash they rebooted it and didn't make a third one. You remember the first one? The first one
when he showed up, I was like, "Who the fuck is this Spider-Man? I don't remember him."
Yeah, you probably didn't know it. That franchise.
You remember
was
the first one, the first one that for Uncle Ben. we know him.
Yeah.
He's a staple in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, he had the three first one, yeah.
But
the second one
is he's not rememberable.
The second one was dope. The second movie he had Jamie Foxx in it. I'm talking about Jamie Foxx must have came in and got an easy check. Easily Jamie Foxx's worst role. When he renewed him on this movie, the third one, they made him like a comedy, made him fucking fire. Like, bro, he worked on this one. The one before that, bro, I'm telling you, Jamie Foxx they probably called Jamie Foxx, hey, you want to get a quick check? Like, hell yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. I was like, bro, this got to have been the easiest check Jamie Foxx had ever gotten, bro. It was such a horrible movie. Even Jamie Foxx didn't do that. Like, this shit was trash.
I didn't even know Jamie Foxx was in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
that's how bad
that one is. But when they rebrought him in on this one,
yeah.
And like, the fucking as Electro, and he was like a comedic relief. It's fucking fire.
This new Spider-Man, I think he's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, they made it dope. They made that Goblin a beast, boy. So.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of them except the first movie they had, and I think that was trash.
You didn't like the first? Well, the Spider-Mans they got now are on point. The one with the young boy?
The young boy is tight. The Avenger Spider-Man, he's a dope Spider-Man.
Yeah, I thought Mary Jane should have looked a lot better. I thought.
Oh, you talking about when they had the homegirl? Yeah.
But now they got Zendaya as MJ.
Yeah.
As much as it'd be like, simping for her in the cartoon, I'm like,
yeah, you would think she was
just what she'd be simping for, like, come on.
They hired who's that one actress? Who is she? The thing is, it isn't like she doesn't look like beautiful by Hollywood standards. They be getting the finest. She looks very regular.
She looks like a regular.
Yeah.
But that's what she's supposed to be, Mary Jane. Like that's
I don't know, but
she's supposed to be a baddie.
Yeah, usually on the cartoon she was a baddie. On the cartoon she was a baddie.
He fought what's his name? Venom for him.
Yeah, exactly. On the cartoon she was baddie on her.
Brock
but Mary Jane is the equivalent.
At one point, even Harry, his best friend. Yeah.
Yeah, for her. Yep.
Is equivalent to John Doe. John Doe is just your average person,
regular person.
Regular person. That's what Mary Jane is in the female species. It's supposed to be a very average.
Yeah, or that swing or that saving from building.
For that. She's a hell of an actor, though. Maybe not in the Spider-Man universe, but she's on point, though. What the fuck is her name again? That lady, she be on point. You got any recommendation, Gray?
Let's see. Only one I'll say is like the little Hank Trail skits from Instagram Reels.
Which one?
The Hank Trail skits, like they look like they turn like like King of the Hill.
Oh, okay, Hank Trail, the one when he's rapping.
Yeah, somebody made
them
like
shits
a
be
whole
fire.
rap, like
them shits be fire. I like them, and I like
album out of it.
I like Buddy that be doing the comedies. The one that does like the he was just on the Breakfast Club recently. Them boys be doing like Justice League remixes and shit like that, the voiceovers and shit.
What's his name? Ace,
yeah.
Ace Vane.
Those ones are fucking fire. I like God. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Maybe because he's black, but I don't see how there's talent like that and this guy don't have his own show on fucking cartoon on Adult Swim. You know what I'm saying? Like another, even if it was like a
show?
Yeah, like a little skit cartoon show all day long. Because Adult Swim ain't nothing but lineups for motherfuckers that are just high watching shit at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that motherfucker. You be knocking him out the park left and right. I don't see that's an easy check. I don't understand how someone in TV don't see that, do that green light.
But a lot of times it's connection.
TV usually fucks up the creativity of these people anyway.
But he has enough back work that you could just license those and just do. Bro, this guy's a fucking beast, bro.
A lot of times it's connections too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think I'll give up the Masters B?
Because this dude Ace Vane, sometimes he's not even doing. It's already original graphics from other people's stuff. All he's doing is the voiceover for it. Mm-hmm. But it's just the fucking skit be fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I remember he had one when Superman breaks in the door and Lex Luthor talking about, what's this about? We going to war? And he's like, yeah, we bombed them first. And he's like, yeah, sorry, did you put yourself? And I'm talking about, you mean? You're like, what do you mean? You said we going to war? And why you say we for, nigga? We ain't French. This shit fucking hilarious, man.
My first one was the Batman one with when Batman trying to leave because he didn't have any superpowers.
Oh yeah, they always draw some. Yeah,
they didn't want him to stay.
Yeah, and he always flexing on about money and shit. That shit be fucking hilarious.
I gotta send it to me because I don't know what y'all niggas talking.
I'll send it to you. He always got some kind of continuation jokes on there, like Batman being rich and stunting on niggas. Superman, all the hoes want him. Wonder Woman's the whole of the group. The Flash, nobody fuck with the Flash. It should be fucking hilarious. But I'll send it to you.
Yeah, Batman human, so like everybody like always make fun of him not having powers.
Yeah, you ain't got no power. Yeah.
You know, one of these powers you don't have. Whoever did that, Hank Schroeder, yeah, they're very talented.
Definitely. This day and age with the internet, man, there's always some people are fucking raw, bro. Some people. I seen one video I gotta send y'all nowadays. You know, a nigga went on a rant. Maybe we could put this on the end. I don't know what it was all about. He was going on a rant about. He was like, maybe his rant, and so he was like, I call him the Young Jeezy, but for the workers. You know how Young Jeezy get the hustlers hype?
Oh, you did send that to us.
Yeah, he's out here getting the workers hype about not wanting to be bosses. Like, maybe I nigga just want to go to work and not worry about and not worry about running the business or anything else like that. He was like, damn, can't a nigga just want to go to work and only worry about his family? So he was making all the shit was fucking wild.
But truth is, business is really just work too. So
he just, to me, was just making all the, I don't know if it's excuses or just he just wanted the simplicity of just going to work, cashing his check and going home.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is,
you got less responsibility on you. I mean, but it's still work. Like,
to me, I feel, which is respectable in a sense, but you're in America, bro. You know what I'm saying? The you ducking that responsibility when you can, and maybe if you had a well-paid job is one thing, but you putting yourself talking about maybe a nigga don't want 7 streams of income. Nigga just want to go to work and go home to his family. I'm like, yeah, but you one emergency away from shit turning sideways. This, that, and the third. Or maybe just say it's not you. I don't get
nothing wrong with like getting 7 stream of income. You could still get 7 stream of income even if you have a job.
He said you don't want that.
The job help you get even
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I didn't.
more streams of income.
I didn't think this would be
more than the business, because like the business really like consumes you a lot more than a job does.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think this would be a rant,
because the job once you're done, you get the clock out. The business you don't get the clock out of it.
Exactly, but I didn't think this would be a rant that someone would even think to make. But I guess people are pissed off because you see how people were quoting it. He was like, yeah, this whole thing about if you're not a hustler, you're a loser. It needs to go away. I was like, it ain't that, but everybody to each his own. I understand that, but
everybody hyping it now, like everybody claiming entrepreneurship, like
that. There's no downside to everybody saying it. Let them try. If it don't work, they'll go back to working.
No, but like they're using it as I would say, like, say if even a person doesn't have a job, like I'm an entrepreneur, or even like even they're doing like a little side hustle on the side, they're claiming I'm an entrepreneur, which in a sense technically it's not a lie. Mm-hmm. But when you think about entrepreneurship, you're thinking about, like Donald Trump, Mark Zuckerberg. It's levels to it.
Yeah, there's different.
Most entrepreneurs aren't rich.
Yeah, that's true. There's different success. I'm just saying I don't see the downside to it.
Even like a CEO's an employee. A lot of entrepreneurs once their companies get big enough, they become an employee.
Well, what they were saying
you become the CEO, you're an employee.
What they were saying is it's kind of like the you remember how your boy was making the complaint? What's his name from Rockefeller?
Oh, Dame Dash.
Dame Dash. How he was making fun of the workers and all that, and they're talking about if you make fun of all the workers, who's going to work for your business and shit like that. I was like, listen, there's never a shortage of motherfuckers that need to work. You could talk shit about workers every day and find workers
with
tomorrow.
Dame Dash,
that's what people
his views are different. Like he want to be like the owner, like he want complete control owner of everything. With that, you only get so far. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with his thing. It's his thing. I don't get the whole saying, "Oh, it's dumb." These people are arguing, saying that it's dumb to be a boss or be or something. Like I don't see the downside of it. You know what I'm saying? Just say it's not for you. But I didn't know I didn't know this was even rant worthy.
But I'm on the Dame tip because I refuse to call anybody boss. Like sweat. Not to say I wouldn't call someone boss, because like if someone's doing me a service or doing a job for me, I say, "What up, boss? What you doing? What's going on, boss?" Yeah. I'll call them boss that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But as far as someone that's labeled my supervisor, I would never call you a boss.
That's my boss.
I'll never say that's my boss. Fuck, I look like.
You say that's my supervisor.
I'm not saying that's my. I'm just I'm calling you by your name.
You're not giving them satisfaction.
I'm not giving you the satisfaction of saying, "Hey, this is my supervisor. Hey, supervisor. Hey, boss. This. Hey, what the fuck I look like? Fuck that." I'm calling you by your name, first name basis.
You gonna say your employer?
Yeah, and with that.
Well, what was I gonna say? Yeah, because I mean, even like, because the way Dame Dash doing it, that's why he'll be capped. He'll only get so far.
As far as being self-made or trying to be,
not like to like even like to like a financial status.
Yeah, the message matters. There's some people that get it on their own. You know what I'm saying? But they're just messaging.
Dame Dash is not an entrepreneur. He's a fucking tycoon.
Yeah,
Get
like
that shit right, B. He sells oil. He's a tycoon.
Who knows? I guess that's it. Y'all ready to?
All right, folks. Y'all already know what to do. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram. That's Absurd Pod on Twitter. That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook. And you can just always drop an email at That's Absurd Podcast at gmail.com. And the voice line is always open. If you ever have any recommendations, some criticism, anything you want to say on that voicemail, it'll get played. We play what the people say.
Anything.
That phone number is 407-900-6076. That number is 407-900-6076. And we'll catch you guys next week. We out.